sound to silence the cars. We're cutting like knives in a fist fight. And I found you with a bottle of wine, your head in the curtains, and heart like the 4th of July. You swore and said we are not shining stars. This I know, I never said we are. Though I've never been through hell like that, I've closed enough windows to know you can never look back. If you're lost and alone, or you're sinking like a stone, carry on. May your past be the sound of your feet upon the ground. Carry on. Carry on, carry on. So I met up with some friends at the edge of the night, at a bar of 75. And we talked and talked about how our parents would die. All I made was wine. But I like to think I can feed it all to make up for the times I've been cheated on. And it's nice to know when I was left for dead, I was finding out about these streets. I'm not the
From Radio Iowa Sports, this is the Scouting Report, an in-depth look at this week's prep and college games. Now from our studios in Des Moines, Todd Kim.
Still looking for offense, the Hawkeyes visit Illinois. The Cyclones snap a losing skid at home, while UNI bids for a third straight win. And Week 7 of the high school season includes a top 4 showdown in 3A. That and more on the Scouting Report.
This is Dawn Heatland, physical therapist at Hancock County Health System. Are you looking for a way to rehabilitate that nagging injury? Or maybe you need to reteach your body and mind to do the things you used to do with ease. Hancock County Health System physical, occupational, and speech therapy programs are here for you. For high school athletes to retirees, HCHS will guide you in minimizing your pain and maximizing your mobility. Hancock County Health System, your health, our care, a lasting partnership.
The Scouting Report from Radio Iowa Sports.
It would have been difficult to believe heading into the season that Iowa's game at Illinois and Iowa State's at home against Kansas State would be this big. But both need victories to keep their seasons from unraveling. The Hawkeye offense ranks last in the Big Ten in scoring, rushing, and passing, and now faces an Illini defense that wants to load the box to stop the run.
You're going to see more guys up on the line than you would typically. But the key thing, I think, is they're well coached and they know where to be, when to be there, that type of thing. So they don't leave big seams for you. You know, it's hard to create them. So that's going to be our challenge.
That's Hawkeye coach Kirk Ferentz. It's a 6:40 kickoff in Champaign. Big Ten Network has the coverage. The Cyclones play a K-State team that's coming off wins over Oklahoma and Texas Tech. ISU coach Matt Campbell says Wildcat quarterback and Nebraska transfer Adrian Martinez is playing like a veteran.
You know, I think a guy that's really confident, a guy that certainly knows and understands what his role is, and man, whether it's the running game or it's the ability in the passing game to get the ball where it needs to go, he's doing it at a really high rate right now. So great challenge.
Iowa State linebacker Orion Vance says the key for the Cyclone defense, force K-State to throw the ball.
We got to stop the run game, and that's been one of our main focal points all season. If we can stop the run game, and therefore we can give our back end an opportunity to make plays on the ball and try and create turnovers.
It's a 6:30 kickoff in Jack Trice Stadium. It'll be televised by ESPNU. UNI looks for its third straight victory when the Panthers host Illinois State. Coach Mark Farley hopes for a raucous crowd for homecoming in the Dome.
It energizes a football team. It brings it on at the right time. It can swing momentum. It can swing games. You just have to make sure that you have. You really have to play in a way that you can really cultivate that and make that happen, because it's waiting to happen, but you got to play in a way to make it happen as well.
The Panthers are 2-3. American Rivers Conference powers collide in Pella tomorrow when 20th-ranked Wartburg visits number 24 Central. Wartburg coach Chris Winter says it's always a big game when these two meet.
Central's got a good group of guys over there, good players, but also good people, and do things the right way with their program. And I feel like, we do the same here. So it's two, well-coached programs that have a great, culture within their program and a great history, and so it's a lot of fun.
Wartburg is 5-0 and has given up only 10 points so far this season. Drake is 0-5, and the Bulldogs will look for their first victory at home against San Diego. High school football's next on the Scouting Report.
Here's farmer and landowner John Prue.
We purchased land about 3 years ago, and there was an old farmstead on there with trees. We were going to clear the land so we could farm through it. We thought we knew where the pipe was, so we didn't call to get it located. The work on our property led to the damage of a light crude pipeline. Fortunately, no one was hurt, but it could have been much worse.
Never assume the location or depth of underground lines. Always call 811 or visit clickbeforeyoudig.com before you start work. A message from the Pipeline Operators for Ag Safety Campaign.
Some of the best sounds you'll ever hear are generic, safe, effective, even money-saving, just like FDA-approved generic drugs. Even if they don't come in the exact same color or shape as their brand name equivalents, they have the same key ingredients and go through a rigorous review process. Talk to your doctor or pharmacist today and visit fda.gov/generic drugs. Generics are safe, effective, and can save you money. You'll like the sound of that.
The Scouting Report from Radio Iowa Sports.
As the high school regular season heads down the home stretch, the outcomes carry more weight as teams chase district titles and playoff seeding. A big one in 3A District 6 tonight finds top-ranked Harlan hosting number 4 Adel ADM. Tony Correa has a preview.
The Tigers are coming off their big 38-7 win over number 9 Preston last week, where junior Brevendal showed his versatility with 200.
Regina. This season, Bex is recognizing student athletes that are not just a star in athletics, but a player that shows heart in school, at work, through the community, and in the ag industry. Ellie Nolte of Southeast Valley learned to drive at a young age while helping her dad on the family farm.
So I was probably about 8 maybe, and I was helping him haul bales from place to place around our farm. It was his truck with a trailer on it.
Despite being in the middle of volleyball season, Sydney Hurd of Storm Lake St. Mary's has been helping with the harvest.
Like hauling grain or making lunch for Dad, like something as simple as that. And also, our cows are out on pasture right now, so it's really important that I go out and check them on pasture every day.
Besides being a four-sport athlete, Kennedy Axmere of English Valleys also competes in the show ring.
So I started showing when I was in kindergarten, and my mom handed it down to me, and I've had a really great experience with it. I actually started showing pigs in 6th grade, and that's what I've had most of my success with, and it's been a great time.
Among her top memories, winning the Drake Relays discus title.
I actually qualified the day before, and I came in around 14th, not expecting to win, and it was an amazing experience.
Besides competing in track and field at Sheraton, Erin Hinshaw is a competitive gymnast and also a diver for the Indianola swim team.
I had a friend when I was in elementary school who did gymnastics, and then one of my gymnastics coaches was a diver when she was in high school, and so she inspired me to try diving, and I found love in diving.
Bex, players with heart. The rest of Week 7 is next on the Scouting Report.
Hello, this is Lex Swelo, a registered nurse at Hancock County Memorial Hospital. The average wait for an emergency treatment nationwide is about 2 hours. When you come to Hancock County Memorial Hospital's emergency room, you can expect to be evaluated within 15 minutes of your arrival. When you have an emergency, Hancock County Memorial's ER is available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, ready to provide you with the quality and efficient care you need. Your health, our care, a lasting partnership. Hancock County Health System.
The Scouting Report from Radio Iowa Sports.
The championship in 8-player District 4 is on the line tonight when 5th-ranked Gladbrook-Rhinebeck visits number 3 Don Bosco. Gladbrook-Rhinebeck coach John Olson says win or lose, both teams will be looking forward.
Now, if we come out victorious, guess what? We still got a game next week. And if we come out at the losing end of this thing, we still got a game next week. I know it sounds like coaching talk, but, if we come out victorious and we win this game, guess what? We're probably going to see someone better or maybe even see them again. So you just don't know.
Also an 8-player top-ranked Remsen St. Mary's is at home against Arweva. Number 2 Waco plays host to Winfield Mount Union. Slayton Swords has a preview.
Winfield Mount Union comes into this week's game 5-2 and on a 3-game win streak. Even with the ball bouncing their way, they had the unenviable task of traveling to Waco this Friday to take on the undefeated Warriors, the number 2 team in 8-man football. But don't think the Wolves will go down without a fight because they're still trying to earn a playoff spot. Let's take a look at the players to watch out for. Waco's got a talented offense led by senior duo of Isaac Oswald and Simeon Reichenbach. Oswald has tossed for over 1,000 yards and 19 total touchdowns, and Reichenbach has had nothing but green grass in front of him as he's averaging over 8 yards a carry to the tune of 743 rushing yards and 20 total touchdowns. However, the Wolves have their own superstar running back in Cam Buffington, who's averaging over 10 yards a carry with 999 rushing yards and 20 total touchdowns of his own. I should also mention that he's the team's leading tackler and has 3 pick-sixes on the year. Waco has dominated this rivalry for the past decade, so can Winfield Mount Union pull off the upset and spoil Waco's perfect season? Find out this Friday at 7 p.m. For Radio Iowa, this is Slayton Swords with KILJ from Mount Pleasant.
In Class A, top-ranked West Hancock is at home against St. Ansgar. Number 2 Linville Sully visits Ogden. 3rd-ranked Grundy Center's at home against BCLUW. In Class 4A tonight, there's one rated matchup. It finds 4th-ranked Carlisle visiting number 5 Indianola. 4A District 1, Lamar's looks to spoil homecoming at Denison Schleswig. J.J. Johnson has a report.
The Monarchs have been a team that have been growing all season long and have found themselves now 3-3 overall on the season and want to show that they're a legit contender in District 1. Monarchs head football coach Kamari Cotton-Moya mentioned this is what it's going to take to get the victory.
We have to be disciplined and we have to tackle on the defense side. We're going to have to take advantage of all opportunities on the offense side and be able to play a full game. It'll be a 4-quarter game, I believe. If we do things well, I think we'll like the end result.
The Lamar's Bulldogs are looking to bounce back after a loss last week to Webster City 28-7 and now set 4-2 on the season. Coach Vigdal mentioned this is what it's going to take for them to get the win.
I just think we need to be able to move the ball offensively. I know that kind of sounds like every other coach, but, we've got to mix our play, our run pass up, defensively. We have to be great tacklers. But the Hillebrand kid is a tough runner, and we're going to have to get bodies on him and bring him down. And then, of course, about the minute you commit everybody to the box, you'll go to your passing game. So we have to have great coverage on the backside.
These two teams have had some close matchups over the years, but Lamar's does lead the series 7-4. For the Radio Iowa Scouting Report, this is J.J. Johnson for KDSN in Denison.
Also in 4A, top-ranked Lewis Central's at home against Glenwood. It's a busy night in 5A with 3 rated matchups. Top-ranked Pleasant Valley's on the road to play number 7 Iowa City High. The Spartans combine an explosive option offense with a bruising defense.
If you have that combination to be able to control the clock, strike quick, and play great defense and make it tough on the offense, I think you kind of set yourself up to having a good year, having success.
That's Pleasant Valley coach Rusty Van Wetziga. 4th-ranked Southeast Polk is at home tonight to play number 5 Cedar Rapids Prairie. Rams running back and Iowa State commit Abu Sama has been slowed by injury this season, but had 117 yards of rushing and 4 touchdowns in a victory last week over Linn-Mar.
He's a spectacular player, and obviously, makes us a different football team when he's out there. So, he's still, not quite 100%, but has had a good couple weeks of practice here and look forward to, getting him back out there, more full time.
That's Southeast Polk coach Brad Zelenovich. Also in 5A, it's number 2 Dowling Catholic visiting 10th-ranked Ames. 3rd-ranked Ankeny's on the road at Des Moines North. That's all for the Scouting Report. For Radio Iowa Sports, I'm Todd Key.
Welcome back to New Hampton. This is the Kingland Construction pregame show. Sarah Negestal with you from New Hampton tonight as we get set for the Chickasaws and the Indians here in Class 2A, District number 3. Again, our pregame show today brought to you by Kingland Construction Service in Forest City. Kingland is proud of North Iowa and loves to support the area in many ways. When you need to build a house, outer building, or even remodel, call Kingland Construction Service today at 641-585-0101. Kingland Construction Service, the sponsor of today's pregame show. Forest City and New Hampton getting set to do battle for the 14th time all-time. This series started between these two teams. The first recorded matchup was back in 1994 with New Hampton defeating Forest City at Forest City 36-8. The latest matchup came last year when New Hampton came to Forest City and defeated the Indians in district play 34-0. Forest City's last win of the series goes back to 2020, the COVID season, first round of that COVID playoffs. Now, according to state records, doesn't count as a playoff game, but the COVID playoffs that year, first round, New Hampton came to Forest City, in which the Indians won a slugfest in 2020, 7-0. Again, this is the 14th meeting between these two teams. New Hampton leads the all-time series 11-2. We have got a lot on the pregame show ahead for you as we'll be talking with Forest City head football coach Chad Moore in just a couple of minutes to talk about the New Hampton Chickasaws and what he has expected. New Hampton ranked number 9 in the latest Radio Iowa High School football poll. New Hampton last week was rated number 5 before going to Osage and losing to the Green Devils, a huge game in Class 2A District 3. A game that might have likely settled the district race in favor of the Osage Green Devils. We'll see how the rest of the season goes. New Hampton definitely cannot afford a loss to the Forest City Indians this evening. New Hampton was rated number 5 before that loss to Osage, falling to number 9 in Class 2A. There are 3 teams from the district, Class 2A District 3, in which Forest City and New Hampton are associated with, 8, 9, and 10, all land in the same districts, and all our teams that Forest City has faced this year. They're facing number 9 New Hampton tonight. Osage jumped into the rankings at number 8 for the first time this season with their victory over New Hampton, and Crestwood checks in this week as the number 10 team in Class 2A. They are at Clear Lake this evening. Other teams in Class 2A, at number 7 is Greene County, West Lyon, and 6, OABCIG 5. Spirit Lake, another team Forest City has faced this year, at number 4, West Marshall at 3, Central Lyon, George Little Rock at number 2, and Williamsburg at number 1. Those are the 2A rankings coming into this evening. Those via Radio Iowa, the poll that we vote in as well, and you can always find the Radio Iowa poll online at KIOW.com. Well, as we're going to talk with Coach Moore in just a moment, it's going to be the Braden McShane show here tonight for the New Hampton Chickasaws. That's who Forest City is going to have to stop. 139 carries, over 1,000 yards this year, averaging about 7.5 yards per rush for the junior McShane, getting his feet wet here in his junior year. New Hampton was a little bit more multi-dimensional last year. They threw the ball last year a little bit more with Weemark, a guy that they could really trust throwing the football to. This year, a little bit less run. They're going to be a little bit less pass. They are still going to throw the ball from time to time. But Scott Frericks, in his 30th year as a head coach, a little bit more run this year. As I mentioned, Speltz will throw. Brady Speltz, the starting quarterback tonight for the New Hampton Chickasaws. 61 passes on the year. Does have 3 touchdown passes through the air, but again, not going to be something they're going to do very often. When they do it, it's going to be after they're going to really run it down your throat, and then when you're committed to the run, when you put 8 in the box and you're really right up on the line of scrimmage, that's when they're going to throw across the middle and try to pick up big yardage. When they throw, they want big yardage plays when they throw the football. They're not going to throw in the flats. They're not going to throw short passes looking for short gains. When they throw, they want to go down the field and move the football. Last week, in a huge third down that they ended up going in to score on, was a third down and over 20 that they gave the ball to McShane. He was able to pick it up. That was actually the first drive that they were able to go in and score on, so they're not afraid to run the football deep on third downs. We're going to take our first break here of the pregame show. We're going to come back. When we come back, we'll be joined by Forest City head football coach Chad Moore here in 1 minute.
Kingland Construction Services is a proud supporter of trades-based education programs like apprenticeships, the Building Trades Academy at the John V. Hanson Career Center, and internships through NIAC. These programs also have debt-free options available. Find out more by calling Kingland Construction Services at 641-585-0101.
WCTA is committed to providing local phone service, high-speed internet, and the most reliable digital TV. They proudly support local schools, events, and charities. Their employees are your friends and neighbors who live and work in your community. WCTA is your local telecommunications cooperative.
Kingland Construction Services is a proud supporter of trades-based education programs like apprenticeships, the Building Trades Academy at the John V. Hanson Career Center, and internships through NIAC. These programs also have debt-free options available. Find out more by calling Kingland Construction Services at 641-585-0101.
Talking now on our pregame show with Forest City head football coach Chad Moore. We're not talking or doing behind the enemy lines with the opposing coach this week, as Coach Scott Frericks declined to do media interviews before the game, but that gives us an opportunity to talk with Forest City head football coach Chad Moore, whose task tonight will be stopping Braden McShane. Coach, he's been a guy who's been tough to stop. Osage found out how to do it last week. Coach, I'm sure you guys have spent this week trying to learn how to stop Braden McShane.
Yeah, he's definitely somebody we got to focus on. It's a tough. New Hampton's a tough place to go play. We always have a lot of challenges when we go over there. It's just a tough environment to play in. New Hampton does such a good job. They just don't make mistakes, and they don't. Know what they're going to do, but they just don't make any mistakes. And you've got to truly beat them. And McShane will be a tough. He'll be a tough stop. He runs the ball hard, but, I know our guys can do that. We can play. We show flashes of playing some great defense, so I know we're going to be up to the task, and we've got some good tacklers that we'll try and put in position. We keep progressing the way we are offensively, cut down on those errors. I think we can put some points on the board. We definitely got to try and keep the ball in McShane's hands and their offense. One thing about their offense is if they get down, they're going to have a tough time coming back because they're definitely ground and pound kind of offense. So that'll be the keys for us this week and what we got to try and accomplish.
What did the Indians work on this week to prepare?
We'll keep working on our scheme things. We've got to do things like we do each and every week to cut down on some of these errors. Like we just making plays, catching balls, getting our pass pro right. We got to do a better job up front, get Ty some more time, and we definitely going to work on that a little bit because that's usually New Hampton's answer is to bring pressure. I'm not sure, it's pretty tough to match us out there with our 5 skill guys, so that's usually our answer. So we got to continue that and progress our run game. Again, keep doing what we need to do, and then, obviously be great tacklers. So those are the things we'll continue to focus on. We focus on them every week. The kids do a great job Monday through Thursday. We just got to get it. We got to get it put together for 4 quarters in the game and come out and get this done.
Coach, thank you so much for your time talking with us here before your team takes on the New Hampton Chickasaws.
Thanks, Z. I appreciate it.
We'll come back here on the Kingley Construction pregame show. Starting lineups and kickoff are just a couple of minutes away.
Forest City Family Dentistry, downtown on J Street. Dr. Layla can now place crowns in one visit. No clumsy temporary or return appointment needed. Also ask us about replacing missing teeth with affordable dental implants. Visit the place that puts a smile on your face. Forest City Family Dentistry. Call 585-4636.
MBT Bank, with 10 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota. A full-service community bank with checking and savings accounts, CDs, lending, and trust services. Where will you go with MBT? MBTBank.bank, member FDIC.
The Farmers Co-op of Forest City, Leyland, New Buffalo Center, Iowa, and Keystone, Minnesota. For all your feed, seed, fertilizer, chemical, and fuel needs, see the Farmers Co-op, serving the area since 1916. Good luck to our area athletes from the Farmers Co-op Association.
You're listening to Forest City Indian Sports on Mix 107.3 KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back on the Kingley Construction pregame show as we get set for Forest City and New Hampton. Kingley Construction is the sponsor of our pregame show. We want to thank Forest City head coach Chad Moore once again for stopping by and talking with us. So before we get set, let's take a look at tonight's starting lineups. First of all, the starting lineups and the offense for the New Hampton Chickasaws. The running back is number 30, Braden McShane. The fullback is number 26, Isaac Howe. The wide receivers, number 86, Aiden Roberson. The other wide receiver, number 81, Carter Steinlegge. And at wide receiver tonight is number 6, Hunter Siri. The right tackle is number 60, Catelyn McCumber. The right guard is number 56, Daniel Orhaus. The center is number 64, Carson Leistico. The left guard is number 52, that's Logan Fetkether. And the left tackle is number 71, Marshall Zion. That's the starting lineups on offense for the New Hampton Chickasaws. On defense, the defensive line looks like this: 60, McCumber. It is 71, Zion, 79, Cam Josephson. And Roberson is the other defensive lineman. The linebackers, the outside linebacker, number 30, Braden McShane. The other outside linebacker is number 26, Isaac Howe. The middle linebacker is number 34, Ben Tangy. The corners is number 6, Hunter Siri, and number 32, Ethan Proska. The safety is number 33, Evan Knowlton, and the free safety is number 81, Carter Steinlegge. For Forest City, the Indians' starting offense will look like this. The left tackle is number 78, Brock Good, 6'1", 200-pound sophomore. The left guard is number 52, TJ Weber, 5'11", 220-pound senior. The center is number 57, Trevor Seidel, 6'1", 210-pound senior. The right guard is number 75, Christian Anderson, a 6', 210-pound junior. The right tackle is number 69, Colby Krutzinger, 6'2", 230-pound senior. The Indians' running back is number 13, a 5'9", 165-pound senior, Andy Olson. The other Indian backs will look like this. Number 2 is Kellen Moore, 5'10", 175 senior. Number 4, Jack Thompson, 170 junior. He wears number 4, and a 5'11", 155-pound junior. Number 7 is Jackson Archer. The final back for the Indians is a 6'1", 190-pound sophomore Corey Thorson, and the Indians quarterback is sophomore Ty Dillevue at 6'2", 170 pounds. He is a sophomore for the Indians. Forest City is coached by 15th-year head coach Chad Moore. Chad Moore, the Indians head coach. He will be opposed tonight by Scott Frericks. Frericks is in his 30th season for the New Hampton Chickasaws, and after last week still sits at 199 career wins for Frericks. He's looking for win number 200 tonight against Forest City in his 297th career game. He coaches 30 years. That's 14th all-time, active all-time in Iowa high school history, 61st when you're talking about all-time here at in Iowa high school football coaching. The Indians are wearing their white jerseys and white helmets with gray pants this evening. New Hampton wearing red helmets with a red jersey. New Hampton also wearing black pants with those jerseys. For Forest City, the Indians are going to receive from the south end of the field. That doesn't really sit exactly south, but south end of the field for Forest City where they will receive, whereas New Hampton will kick from the north, more of the northeast. This field runs more northeast to southwest than it does straight south and north and south here for the here in New Hampton. It is Kellen Moore and Jack Thompson deep for Forest City. It's always a short kick. It is another short kick, and it's going to go out of bounds. So the kick will go out of bounds. That's Ty Skeleton, the kicker for the Chickasaws, as he always not too much with the deep kicks. Only has 2 touchbacks on the year, usually pretty short on his kicks. And that one goes out of bounds, and they're going to have to re-kick it. So Forest City will make, with the penalty, Forest City will make New Hampton re-kick the football. Once again, the Indians will line up on the southwest end of the field to receive this kick, and the kick will be moved back 5 yards. So it is kick out of bounds as the ball went out, so we will retry it from New Hampton. 12 minutes on the clock. Zarin Eggestall with you. Thanks again to our pregame show sponsor, Kingland Construction Service. And again, we apologize for those that have tuned into the video stream and are seeing that you are unable to watch the game tonight. You can thank New Hampton for that. Forest City will once again line it up. This time, the Indians will move 5 yards forward. New Hampton will move 5 yards further backwards from the 35-yard line is where the ball will be kicked as the Chickasaws will fan out their kick team. Forest City once again sends Jack Thompson to the near side. We're on the New Hampton side, and Kellen Moore is on the far side. The ball will be a short kick taken by Moore at about the 23-yard line. He'll go left looking for a block, and he's going to be, he breaks one tackle. He's still on his feet across the 30 and will finally go out of bounds near the 30-yard line. So Kellen Moore looked like he was going to be brought down at the 25. He broke a tackle and will set Forest City up with better field position as the Indians will start near the 30-yard line. It'll be exactly the 30-yard line. So first down and 10, Forest City from the New Hampton 30. From their own 30. On the south end of the field, the Indians will try to score to the north end, guarded by New Hampton. New Hampton will come out with a 4-man front. McCumber, Josephson, Roberson up there, 3 linebackers. The first snap is going to be a handoff to the right side, and Forest City won't go anywhere. The Indians might have lost a yard. No, they're going to get back to the line of scrimmage. That was Andy Olson on the carry-off right guard. And Forest City is stacked up. It'll be second down and 10 Indians as they will once again have it at the Forest City 30-yard line. Brought down right at the 30-yard line. The New Hampton defense gave up 21 last week to the Osage Green Devils. 2 receivers here to the near side, 2 receivers to the far. The Indians will spread it out. One running back in the backfield. Dillevue's going to throw across the middle, looking for Kellen Moore deep, and it's batted away last second. Steinleggy will bat it away. It looked like Kellen Moore was on a house call, as if he catches that football, there's nobody to catch him, as it was batted away at about the 42-yard line of New Hampton. Good pass, but it was in a better play by Steinleggy, the free safety, the 6'2", 177-pound free safety, as he came across the middle and he batted that one down right in front of Kellen Moore. Again, if Kellen catches that football, there's nobody but New Hampton green grass in front of him. Now it's 3rd down and 10, and Forest City will likely have to go to the air again. Empty backfield, 5 receivers split, 3 near, 2 far. Dillevue will throw. Across the middle, it's caught by Kellen Moore at the 35. Needs to get across the 40 for the first down. Did he get there? He's got to get to the 40 for a first down. Did he get it? It looks like he did just enough, as Kellen Moore will have a 10-yard pickup on 3rd down. 1st down and 10, Forest City at the Forest City 40-yard line. So a good little pitch and catch there by Dillevue to Kellen. He was looking Kellen Moore the whole way across the middle, and a good job by the senior Moore as initial contact was made about 2 yards short of that first down marker. Kellen knew where he needed to get, and he reached that football for the first down. Forest City will go single wing left, 2 receivers near side, 1 far. Handoff off to the right guard is Andy Olson. He bounces around 1 defender. He's at the 45, across the 45, near the 50, and he'll be brought down. Good bounce out, another heads-up play by a senior as Andy Olson saw no room right at the guard where he was running. He bounced it out along the right tackle and drove his legs to about the 48-yard line. So it'll be a gain of 8 on first down for Andy Olson, and the Indians have 2nd down and short. Is this an opportunity for Forest City to take a shot here? They've already taken 1. 2nd down and short could be. 2 receivers far, 1 receiver near with a wing to the right side. No, it's going to be a handoff to Andy Olson, left side, looking for a block. He's got the first down and more inside New Hampton territory at the 40-yard line. 1st down and 10, Indians. A pickup of about 11 on 2nd down for Andy Olson, and Forest City has it inside New Hampton territory at the 41. Huge pickup. That's going to be a gain of about 11 yards on 2nd down and 2 for Olson. Back-to-back runs by Olson, and Forest City has 1st down and 10. Indians moving the football well to start things off. 2 receivers near, 1 receiver far, a wing to the left. Here's the snap. They're going to hand it off up the middle, and smash down the middle is the ball carrier for Forest City. And it's going to be a loss. Forest City had no running room up the middle. It was Clausen on the carry for Forest City. It's going to be a loss of a couple. All the way back to the 43-yard line, so a loss of 2 on first down as the Indians trying to go up the middle. It'll be 2nd down and 13 upcoming for Forest City. Good tackle by the middle of that interior line. Gatlin and Josephson there for Roberson as well for New Hampton. Indians will spread it again 5 wide. Dillevue looking to throw across the middle. It is in and out of the hands of Robe Berry. A yard short of the first down marker, just out of the reach of Robe Berry as he dove for it. And Forest City will have it 3rd down and 13 upcoming. Good play there by the Indians as they had Robe Berry streaking across the middle. He was open. Forest City has been able to find Berry over the last couple of weeks as teams forget about him. But that one just out of his hands. 5 receivers set again for Forest City. Dillevue will take the gun. He throws. It's caught by Kellen Moore, well short of the first down marker. And Forest City will have 4th down and long coming up, as that's going to be a gain of about 5 for Forest City. It's going to be 4th down and about 8 upcoming. And the Indians look to be sending on their punt unit. So a good offensive start for Forest City. They're going to flip the field as the Indians, once you get across that 40-yard line inside New Hampton territory, Forest City's going to punt now to try to flip that field and hope their defense can pin New Hampton, and then Forest City can start their next drive with good starting field position if they can hold New Hampton and not let the Chickasaws drive the field. The punt will go down near the goal line. Will it stop? It is going to come up about at the 8-9-yard line. Good punt by Colby Krutzinger as it's going to roll dead at about the 8-yard line. Great punt by the Indians' senior punter, and he sets New Hampton deep inside their own territory. Now the Forest City defense is looking for a stop, so the Indians decided to punt on 4th down and 8 to flip the field. They've done exactly that, as New Hampton will start from their own 8-yard line. 1st down and 10, Chickasaws from their 8, and we will see Brady Speltz lead out his offense for the first time, and we're going to see heavy doses, 25 to 30 carries a night from Braden McShane. From the I formation, they're going to give it off to the fullback, Howe, and Forest City's defense is right there for the stop. Instead of going to McShane right away, they went to Howe, the fullback, and the Indians are going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Good job by the interior defensive line there for Forest City. Tristan Bransoy, Colby Krutzinger, TJ Weber, all there for the Indians. And the Indians are able to stop them at the line of scrimmage. 2nd down and 10 from the New Hampton 8. Again from the I. One receiver right. They're heavy to the right side as well. This time they're going to give it to McShane. McShane looking for running room. He's got some. Kellen Moore will come up and make a stop. It's going to be a short gain on 2nd down. And now Forest City looking for a stop here on 3rd. As it's going to be 3rd down and about 6. Upcoming here for the Chickasaws, a gain of 4. On 2nd down from McShane off a left guard. So it's 3rd down and 6 upcoming for New Hampton from their own 12-yard line. One receiver right. I formation, tied into the right side of the formation as well. Same formation they've been in the I. And they're going to throw it. Looking to throw across the middle, and it is incomplete. Good defensive play by Jack Thompson. Jack Thompson breaks up the pass, which would have been a 1st down for New Hampton, and the Forest City defense does what they needed to do on the first drive. The Indians hold and will force New Hampton to punt. Good start by the Forest City defense. Played out perfectly. The Indians wanted to force New Hampton deep inside their own territory. They flipped the field of the punt, and it works out in their favor as they're able to get a 3-and-out of the New Hampton defense. Now they'll hopefully start in good field position with Kellen Moore inside New Hampton territory back to receive the punt. Good snap. Kick is away. It's a punt that goes left, and it's going to go out of bounds inside New Hampton territory. So Forest City is going to start with a short field at the New Hampton 46-yard line. 1st down and 10, Forest City. Good opening drive by the Indians where they ran 8 plays for 34 yards, taking 3 minutes and 32 seconds off the clock. If the Indians are able to move the yardage that they moved in the first drive, they will be at the end zone or near it. 1st down and 10, Forest City from the New Hampton 46-yard line. Here comes Dillevue and his offensive group back out there for the Indians. White jerseys, gray pants, white helmets. They'll spread the field. Archer and Corey Thorson to the top of the formation. Kellen Moore to the near side, wing right. That's Kearney. Kearney will go in motion across the formation. They're going to hand it off to Andy Olson. Olson's going backwards into Forest City territory. Now trying to get back to the line of scrimmage. Did he lose a yard? Did the Indians lose a yard, or did Andy Olson get back to the line of scrimmage? He ran back into Forest City territory. No, it's going to be a loss of 1. So a loss of 1 to the 47-yard line. So 2nd down and 11 upcoming for Forest City after a loss of 1 on 1st down. 2 receivers near side, 1 receiver far. Snap to Dillevue. He's going to hand it off to the right side. Olson looking for running room. He's got what he lost back and some more across the 40-yard line. Kept his legs turning and got to the 39. Wow, that's not a very good spot. The line judge originally was at the 39-yard line, and he backed it up almost to the 41. Forest City almost lost 2 yards there on a spot. It's across the 41-yard line. It's almost to the 40. But the judge was originally at the 39. Don't like that spot. 5 wide for the Indians. They're going to throw. Dillevue back to pass. The pass is complete. Caught by Feldman at the 30, and Forest City has a 1st down going the other way as Feldman and the Indians are working inside New Hampton territory at the 31-yard line. Good little pitch and catch there for Forest City. As Siri makes the stop, Hunter Siri for New Hampton. 6 foot, 155-pound senior corner. And the Indians will start 1st down and 10 inside New Hampton territory at the 31. 3 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Dillevue takes the snap. Looking to throw across the middle to Kellen Moore. It's caught by Kellen at the 20. Kellen inside the 15, inside the 10. 5, touchdown, Indians! Kellen Moore beats his man. Kellen Moore catches it on the slant, and he beats 2 guys to the end zone. Kellen Moore in for Forest City from 31 yards out, and the Indians lead first. Get the ball into the hands of your athletes. The Indians do there. And Kellen Moore finds Forest City's first score of the game, and the Indians will try the PAT. On to attempt it is Sopko. Out of the hold of Kellen Moore to high snap. They get it back down. Did he get it through the uprights? He did not. It's no good. 5:21 to play in the first quarter. It's Forest City 6, number 9, New Hampton 0. We're back for kickoff next on KIOW.
University in Forest City. With scholarships available up to full tuition, athletics, fine arts, and over 35 clubs and organizations, you'll have the opportunity to find your passion while getting a world-class education. On campus or online, find support from a community that makes you feel at home. Find out more today at waldorf.edu.
Advanced Door Systems of Forest City. Advanced Door Systems is your Raynor and CHI overhead door dealer. They also service any make or model of overhead door. Call 641-585-1900 to see them online at ads-doors.com. Advanced Door Systems, the right door, the right way.
You're listening to Forest City Indian Sports on Mix 107.3 KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. You couldn't have asked for a better start from the Forest City offense. 2 drives, 80 yards, and they lead 6-0 on the number 9 team in Class 2A, and Forest City will kick it off with Sopko. Sopko ball teed up at the south 40-yard line. He's going to pooch it inside New Hampton territory. It's bobbled by the Chickasaws. They're going to pick it up now at the 40, across the 40-yard line, about the 45. So New Hampton will start with good field position now as they'll get that football. Returner was Knowlton, Evan Knowlton, the senior, 5'10", 162 pounds. And he picks up the short kick in the third line for New Hampton and runs it out near Forest City territory as New Hampton starts with their best start field position at the 44-yard line inside their own territory. The I formation heavy package, receiver right. That's false start on the left guard. They missed it. McShane will be brought down to the 45-yard line. 71 was moving. Goodness gracious, I'm not sure how that one was missed. As Marshall Zion started moving before anybody was even close to set there. Doesn't really help out, though, as they're able to get about a half a yard up to the 41-yard line. Up to the 45-yard line. Same I formation. Once again, they're going to hand it off to... No, they're going to play action. Speltz looking to throw, and the Indians had the receiver beat. As the Speltz pass is caught by Roberson. Roberson had his man beat. And it's going to be third down and short upcoming for New Hampton. Good throw from Speltz as he completes his 41st pass of the year. Nobody near him, and Speltz, luckily the pass wasn't perfect to him. He had to kind of go down to catch the football. Third down at about 2 coming up for New Hampton. Under center, Speltz will take the snap, and he's going to pitch it out to McShane, who caught it deep inside New Hampton territory. As they went backwards with that pitch out, it's going to be close to the first down. Forest City played that well. I don't know if if they quite played it well enough. No, it's going to be a 2-yard gain. I think the Indians played that play really well. New Hampton was not expecting Forest City to defend that pitch out as well as they did. And New Hampton just gets the 2 yards they need for the first down inside Forest City territory for the first time. 2 receivers on the near side. I formation, Speltz under center. He's got Howe and McShane. Going to hand it off to McShane right side, looking for some running room. McShane inside Forest City territory, inside the 40. Over 1,000 yards, looking for 1,100 yards. He can break 1,100 tonight. Came in at 1,049 on the year, did McShane. Has 14 touchdowns, his longest from 52 yards out, averages 7.5 yards per carry. Forest City has done a great job at holding him so far in this game. 3:11 to play in the first quarter. 2 receivers near. Forest City leads 6-0 from the I formation. Spiltz takes the snap. He's going to throw. Looking to pass. He's under pressure. Now he's going to throw deep towards Syard, and it's incomplete. The best man to try to pick that ball or catch the ball was the Forest City defender, Vinton Feldman, but he's unable to get it. Siri was the intended receiver for New Hampton as they took a shot on second down and short, but that ball was very, very underthrown, and the only man with a chance to catch that was Feldman for Forest City, and it falls incomplete. It'll be third down at about 4 upcoming here for the Chickasaws. Forest City looking for a stop on third down at about 4 inside Forest City territory at the 39. Heavy formation. And they're going to pitch it out to McShane, looking for some running room. Forest City trying to string him towards the sidelines. Did he get enough? I think he's going to have enough. about 5 yards on the pickup for McShane, brought down. He needed about 4.5 for the first down. He got 5 inside the Forest City 25-yard line at the 24. First down and 10, Chickasaws from the Forest City 24-yard line, 6-0 Indians with 2:56 to play. Again from the I formation, one receiver on either side. Here's the handoff to McShane up the middle, and a good job by Forest City. I believe it was Brock Good makes the initial contact for the Indians, also there for Forest City. Helping to make it. Kearney is there for the Indians as well, as Donchie was around the area for Forest City. To make the stop, it'll be a gain of about 1 for New Hampton. Could have been worse. Second down and 9 upcoming from inside the 24-yard line, short of the 23. One receiver right, one receiver near. I formation again, Spiltz under center. He's got Howe and McShane. Takes the snap, he's going to throw. Under pressure, throwing towards the sidelines, it's incomplete. Good defense again by Vinton Feldman. I'm not sure why New Hampton so far has picked on Feldman, but Feldman has been in great position and done an awesome job for the Forest City defense as he is able to make the stop once again, that time guarding Cale Lors. Third down and 9. Again, New Hampton ran for a third down and 22 against Osage last week, so don't leave it out of their arsenal to run here on third down and 9. In the I formation, Siri in motion from left to right across the formation. No, they will throw a screen. It's picked up by McShane, and McShane is loose to the 20, inside the 20, and it's going to be a big gain on the screenplay for McShane and the New Hampton Chickasaws. They had Forest City fooled easily as the Indians are giving up a big one. On third down and 9, the outside screenplay is a gain inside the 20-yard line at the 18-yard line. First down and 10, Chickasaws. So a gain of about 15 on third down and 9, and now it's first down and 10, New Hampton at the 18-yard line from the I formation. Heavy formation. Spiltz takes the snap, hands it off McShane, right guard, and again, Forest City's defense is right there. The Indians have done a really good job on McShane so far tonight. Other than that screenplay, that's the only explosive play Forest City has given up to him tonight. He will burst to the 15-yard line. So a gain of about 3 to the 15 with 1:22 to play in the first. It's Forest City 6, New Hampton 0. Second down and 7 upcoming from the 15. Too tight. I formation. Spiltz will send Siri split out wide now. And they're going to hand it off left side to McShane. And a good job by the Indians. Andy Olson, who's on bottom there. That's Kearney. Andy Olson and Kearney for Forest City will give up a gain of about 2 more. And it'll be third down and 5 upcoming or close to here for New Hampton. About third down and 5 upcoming from the the Forest City 12-yard line. Can the Indians defense hold? From here, New Hampton is fourth down territory. They're going to be running 2 plays from here. Forest City looking for a stop in the I formation. Here they're going to pitch it out. No, it's going to be a keeper by Spiltz. The ball's on the ground, and New Hampton will get back on it. Spiltz dumped it. Forest City was close to it, but there's going to be a loss on the play. It was 52, Fetkether. Logan Fetkether will make the recovery for New Hampton back at the 15. So it's going to be fourth down and about 8, fourth down and 7 upcoming for New Hampton. 4th and 7 from the 15. It was going to be 4th and about 2. He fumbled back 3 yards to the 15, and now Forest City looking for a huge stop. Can the Indians defense? No, it's going to be a timeout or the end of the quarter. No, they're going to let it go down to the end of the quarter. My bad. At the end of the first, it's New Hampton trailing Forest City. The Indians 6, the Chickasaws 0. We come back for quarter number 2 next.
Forest City is open nightly for league and open bowling, with Cosmic Bowling Friday and Saturday nights, with karaoke Saturday nights as well. Enjoy food from the grill or delicious blue cheesy pizza to complete your experience. The Super Bowl, Highway 9 East, Forest City.
Larson Plumbing, Heating of Fertile is your Lennox dealer. They offer energy-efficient Lennox heating and air conditioning solutions for homes and businesses of all sizes. For complete plumbing service, call 797-2219 today. Larson Plumbing, Heating of Fertile, your Lennox dealer.
You're listening to Forest City Indian Sports on Mix 107.3 KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. Sarah Negestal with you from New Hampton. A big play upcoming for the Forest City defense. They've already got stops tonight. They need a big one here to stop New Hampton on 4th down and 7 from the Forest City 15-yard line. Here come the Indians running back onto the field. Huddled up are the Chickasaws. Red jerseys, black pants, red helmets for New Hampton tonight. Black numbers on those red jerseys. Forest City's defense will fan out wearing their white jerseys. 4th down and 7 from the 15-yard line. One receiver right, I formation. Spiltz under center. He's going to throw, looking to throw. He's under pressure. He throws back. It's caught. Did they get the first down? They did, to the 10-yard line. They pitched it right back across the long side of the field. He threw across his body under pressure, and the play was made. It was caught inside the 5-yard line at the 4. First down and goal, New Hampton from the 4-yard line, trying to tie or take the lead. New Hampton is anti-kick PATs, so if they do score, likely going to try to go for 2. New Hampton, 3 in the backfield. Spiltz under center. And they hand it off to McShane. Did he get in? I don't think he did. He's going to be brought down maybe of a couple of inches or a full yard. Did he get a full yard? He did not. Right back at the line of scrimmage, so nothing. So 2nd down and 4 for New Hampton from the 4-yard line. Forest City trying to do what they can to hold New Hampton out of the end zone. We're in the second quarter already. 11:05 to play in the second quarter. Game moving quickly. Spiltz under center. 2 fullbacks and a running back. They're going to pitch it out to McShane. Forest City trying to string it. Did he find the goal line? Reaching for it. He's short. 3rd down upcoming, and again, New Hampton is going to have 2 plays from about the 2-yard line. So New Hampton's at the 2. They're going to have 2 plays from the 2. Forest City is going to have to make 2 stops. It'll be 3rd down and goal first from the 2-yard line. New Hampton started this drive at the 4. So far, they've only picked up 2 yards on 2 plays. They need 2 more yards on 2 more plays. Same formation. 3 in the backfield, 2 fullbacks and a running back. They're going to hand it off to one of the fullbacks right side. Is he in? He is. Touchdown, New Hampton. It is into Howe, the starting fullback, as he took it on like a little trap play to the right side off guard. 2 fullbacks and a running back in that backfield for New Hampton. Spiltz under center, and they give it on the trap play to Howe, and he scores. New Hampton into the end zone at the 10:19 mark in the second quarter, and now the Chickasaws will attempt their 2-point conversion. So New Hampton goes for 2 from the I formation. Spiltz under center. They're going to throw, quick pass out, looking for defense. Jack Thompson, did he get it in? Oh, no chance. They're going to say he got in. I don't think there's a chance in the world that a high school athlete makes that play. Referees called him. Somehow he drug his foot. Goodness gracious. 2-point conversion is good. We'll go to a break. This is Indian football by KIOW. Kickoffs in a minute.
Missile Insurance and Realty of Forest City. Whether buying or selling a home, Tim Missile and Pat Levick have the market experience to help you follow your dream. Missile Insurance and Realty can help you insure that dream once you find it. Missile Insurance and Realty in Forest City. Call 641-582-3554.
Holland Contracting in Forest City. For earth moving, Varco Pruden metal buildings, farm drainage, directional drilling, demolition, tire shop, and more. Call the construction experts at 641-585-2231. Holland Contracting in Forest City, dedicated to making the region a better place, one project at a time.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Back here to New Hampton. Good defense. That's all you can say. Good coverage there by Jack Thompson. Nothing Thompson can do there. That was the catch of the year if it was actually made by the New Hampton receiver. As toe drag in, I guess, and we will see a kickoff coming, another short one. And Jack Thompson will come up and make it at the 20. Thompson's got it at the 20, now to the 25. One of the most explosive kick returners in the state. Loose to the 40, 45, inside for New Hampton territory. 20, 15, 10. Jack Thompson, second of the year. Goodbye. high. His other one was from 96. Don't give the football to Jack Thompson as he takes this one 80 yards for the Indians score. Touchdown Forest City. Just like that, the Indians are back on top. Forest City will put on the offense for the 2-point conversion as the Indians will try to make this 14 after missing their PAT earlier. Jack Thompson from 80 yards. Indians offense is on the field, 13 seconds on the play clock. They got time. Sam Clausen's running off the field. Now he's trying to run back onto the field. Does Forest City have 11 guys? They do. Looking to throw it across the middle. Is it? No, it's incomplete. And we got a penalty marker on the field. Penalty marker on the near side in the end zone. So throwing could be pass interference, could be holding. No, it's an eligible receiver downfield. Forest City gets called for an ineligible man downfield. The penalty is declined. The PAT, the 2-point conversion, is no good. Forest City 12. New Hampton 8. This is Indian football from KIOW. Kickoffs in a minute.
Shooter Sports Bar and Grill supports Forest City High School athletics. In a hurry for lunch? No time to cook before the game? Call 585-5000 to place your order for pickup. Shooters will be happy to get your order ready in advance. Shooter Sports Bar and Grill supports the Forest City Indians. Custom Paint and Collision of Forest City. Corey and his staff have nearly 50 years of body shop experience and can fix just about anything on the road. They give free estimates and also carry car batteries and windshield wipers. Located on Highway 69 just south of Forest City, it's Custom Paint and Collision, your body shop.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on at KIOW.com. Some scores from the district. Garner Hayfield Ventura just kicked a field goal. That looked pretty long, too, maybe 35 yards or so. GHV kicks a field goal. It's 13-3. Kickoff here is taken by New Hampton at the 40. Still loose to the 45. Forest City's got to make a tackle. They do. So the Indians have tried a couple of short kicks here, maybe trying to go after them. But New Hampton is able to get on it again, and the Chickasaws will have the ball in decent starting field position as New Hampton will have it at the 41-yard line inside their own territory. So inside the 46 of New Hampton. So first down and 10, New Hampton from their 46. Forest City has led this entire football game except for about 14 to 15 seconds. One receiver to the right side. I formation, it's McShane right guard, and McShane still on his feet. Going to be brought down. Grant Woogie with a good tackle there for Forest City. Kellen Moore comes in and helps to make the stop, but it's going to be a big gain for McShane across the 50 to the 49-yard line. So inside Forest City territory at the 49. Second down and about 5 upcoming here for the Chickasaws. Receiver here to the near side. That's going to be Lawrence. I formation, Speltz under center. He'll take the snap. He's going to hand it off McShane left side, looking for running room. He's beat a couple of Forest City defenders, and McShane keeps his legs turning to the 45. Forest City made contact with him, at the 40. Forest City made contact with him at the 45, but the tackle was missed, and McShane is not one you won't want to miss tackles on McShane. He's explosive the way he is. And he gets to the 40-yard line, first down and 10 first down and 10 New Hampton. I was thinking Osage and GHV. We just talked about that score a moment ago. Those two teams playing in Garner tonight. I formation, they're going to hand it off to the fullback. And maybe a couple of yards across the 40. Oh man, did they get to the 38? To the 37, so they're going to give him a gain of 3 to the 37. Second down and 7 upcoming. Receiver to the near side, receiver to the far side. I formation, Spiltz under center. He's going to hand it off McShane, right side. And he's going to have it to the 35-yard line, so a gain of about 2. Oh, no, they're going to give him the 34, so a gain of 3 to the 34-yard line. So it'll be 3rd down and about 4 upcoming here for New Hampton. 3rd down and 4 from the Forest City 34. Again, the receiver to the near side. It'll be Siri this time here on the near side. They're going to go heavy, too tight formation. Under center is Spiltz. He takes the snap. He's looking to throw. No, it's going to be the end around. It's Siri looking for running room. Kellen Moore comes up and he makes the play. They run that end around play to Hunter Siri. They scored on that play against Osage last week. Osage wasn't able to sit home on it. Kellen Moore is not the Osage defense as he comes up and he makes a play for Forest City at the 34-yard line. 4th down and 4 upcoming. Forest City looking for another stop, though. Huge play there by Kellen Moore, who is a top 5 defender in the state. As he makes that play, and will make it 4th down and 4 upcoming for the New Hampton offense. They'll send up at the 34-yard line. They need the full 4. 1 receiver right, 1 receiver left, 2 backs in the backfield from the gun. Spiltz takes a snap, looking to throw across the middle. It's caught, wide open receiver. Spiltz is caught for a 1st down. Nobody was there on the curl route to Steinlege. And the tackle is going to be made inside the 30-yard line at the 28. So 1st down and 10, New Hampton. They pick up another 4th down conversion. 2 for 2 now on 4th downs tonight for New Hampton. And it's 1st down and 10. Chickasaws inside the 30. Here's the handoff to McShaney. Bounces it to the left side. Good tackle by the Indians. Colby Krutzinger comes in and makes a big play as McShane was going right guard. He tried to bounce it across the center to left guard, and here comes Colby Krutzinger in there, and he makes a shoestring tackle at about the 28-yard line. Good play there by Krutzinger, the senior defensive lineman for the Indians, to make it 2nd down and a long 9. 2nd down and about 9.5 from the 28, inside the 28-yard line of Forest City. Under center, Spiltz takes a snap. It's going to be a pitch out to McShane looking for blockers. He's got a blocker, trying to find some running room, and good job by the Forest City defense as they're able to make it a long 3rd down upcoming from about the 26-yard line with 5:57 to play here in the 2nd quarter. 12-8 Forest City leads this one over New Hampton. It's going to be a long 3rd down at about 7 from the 25. It's short of the 26, just in front of the 26 and short of the 25. 2 receivers to the right, tight end left. I formation, 1 man in motion from right to left. Looking to throw across the middle. It is one-handed grab by, was that Steinlege? It was. Now that was a heck of a grab by Steinlege. That was a one-handed grab for a 1st down. That should have been a deflection for the Indians. But a one-handed grab from Steinlege, I'm not sure how he made that. He just mossed 3 Forest City Indians for the 1st down at the 15-yard line. There was 3 Indians in the area, and he mossed them all. 1st down and 10, New Hampton. 1 receiver left, 1 receiver right. I formation, Spiltz under center. Spiltz takes the snap. It's McShane up the middle. Forest City misses a tackle at the 14. Inside the 10 now at about the 8, where New Hampton will have a good pickup of about 8 on 1st down. As he broke a couple Forest City tackles, gets inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. So a long 2. 2nd down and a long 2 for New Hampton at the 8-yard line of Forest City. Chickasaws trying to tie or take the lead. I formation, Spiltz under center, hands it off, McShane right side. Forest City trying to bring him down, they do, but inside the 5. It's a 1st down, New Hampton inside the 5-yard line. So 1st and 10, New Hampton inside the 5. And New Hampton with an opportunity here to tie or take the lead. So 1st and goal from the 4. New Hampton had a 1st and goal from the 4 last time. Forest City forced them into a 4th down. Can the Indians do it again? Siri split out to the top side of the formation. 2 tight ends. A running back offset of a fullback. Here's the handoff to the fullback, Howe, looking for the end zone. He's short, I believe. That was Howe on the carry for New Hampton. No rushing touchdowns this year for him. Trying to get in at about the 2-yard line. So Isaac Howe short of the goal line at the 2. It'll be 2nd down and 2. New Hampton from the Forest City 2-yard line looking in. New Hampton has overtaken Forest City in total offense now at 110 yards. Trying to catch the Indians and score as well. One man in motion from left to right. That's Roberson. Hand off McShane. I think he's short. He's short of the goal line. McShane short. And the Indians will force a 3rd down and goal. Again, the Forest City defense is not letting New Hampton in easily. They've had it 1st down and goal from the 4 twice tonight. And this is the 2nd time Forest City has forced them into a 3rd down. It's 3rd down and about a full yard. Ball is in the middle of the yard marker. From the 1-yard line. I formation. Spiltz takes it himself. Is he in? Is he in? He is. Spiltz quarterback sneak from 1 yard out. Touchdown New Hampton as they'll take the lead 14-12. So New Hampton takes the lead 14-12 as they will try for the 2-point conversion once again. Forest City has missed both of their PATs. Missed a PAT and missed a 2-point conversion. New Hampton trying to put a 2-point conversion here to make this a 4-point game. They already made their 2-point conversion earlier in this contest. And Mills fan, I formation, double tight, wing to the right side. Now the wing will come here to the near side and spread out. They're going to throw it to him. It's Siri, and it is incomplete. Good defense once again by Jack Thompson. This time an All-American catch is not made, and Forest City will keep it at a 2-point deficit. 2:43 to play till halftime. It's New Hampton 14, Forest City 12. This is Indian football from KIOW.
Forest City Ford at the corner of 9 and 69 in Forest City wishes good luck to our local athletes. We look forward to seeing you compete. When you need a vehicle, see us at Forest City Ford, where customers really do send their friends.
Pro Electric in Lake Mills is proud to support area athletics and proud to serve our new and returning customers. To get started on any electrical project, big or small, call 641-592-8282. Good luck, athletes, from Grow Electric in Lake Mills.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com as the Indians took the last kickoff. That New Hampton kicked 80 yards for a touchdown. Forest City has forced New Hampton's offense into 3rd downs, into 4th downs, but it's been those 3rd and 4th down conversions. If Forest City comes on the wrong side of this one tonight, that's going to be a big spot. But still a lot of football to play in this one. It's 14-12. They're going to onside kick it, taken by the Indians. Brandsoy near midfield. So Brandsoy will pick it up for the Indians at about the 48, 47-yard line, and the Indians are near midfield. They'll take that as well. You like the 80-yard touchdown returns, but you'll take the ball from midfield any day. 2:39 to play until halftime, especially when Forest City, here's the thing, the Indians have about 3 minutes to go until halftime. That's a surprising move by New Hampton. Why give Forest City such good field position with such short time on the clock? Why not go back to the 30 to the 40? Three receivers split, 2 left, 1 right. Here's the snap to Dillevue looking to throw. Dillevue across the middle. Kellen Moore is open. He missed him. Kellen Moore wide open across the middle. Dillevue just a bit hot on the pass, misses him. With 2:34 to play here in the quarter, Indians have found that section quite a few times tonight. They've found weaknesses in the New Hampton defense. And a couple of drop passes, and now a ball that's thrown out of the reach of Kellen Moore. And the Indians will have 2nd down and long upcoming. 2nd down and 10 at the 46-yard line inside their own territory. 2-by-2 for the Indians receivers, 4 wide. Dillevue under pressure, looking to throw. He'll throw towards the sidelines, and it's incomplete. 3rd down and 10 here for Forest City with 2:29 to play. in the first half. 14-12, New Hampton leads by 2. Indians scoring 14 points in the series for the first time, or more than 7 points in the series for the first time since 2017. Now the Indians trying to be on the right side of a victory here in New Hampton. Have never won here. 2:29 to play. Long ways to go in this one. We're only till halftime. 3rd down and 10 upcoming for the Forest City offense. 3 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right. Here's the snap. Looking to throw Dillevue. It is incomplete to Thompson. Pass incomplete. And Dillevue was hit, and there's a flag in the backfield. Dillevue was laying on the ground. There's a flag down. Is it holding or is it roughing the passer? Forest City's hoping it's roughing the passer. That's an automatic first down. If it's holding, it's from the spot of the foul, and Forest City will have 3rd down in half of Charles City. It is roughing the passer, and that's an automatic first down for Forest City. That's 15 and a first. So 15 from the line of scrimmage and an automatic first down inside New Hampton territory at the 39. That's huge, especially Forest City was going to have to punt with 2:29 to play until halftime. And now it's 1st down and 10 Forest City from the New Hampton 39 after the roughing the passer. Here come the Indians. Can we score again till halftime? 14-12 Chickasaws. 2:25 to play. And they're going to give it to Sam Clausen, and Clausen's going to get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. So no gain on first down off our right guard rush by Sam Clausen. Clausen has had some good carries this year for Forest City. That's his 26th carry on the year, averages about 5.5 and a couple of touchdowns. Clausen, a good back, the back of the future here for Forest City. As a junior for the Indians, 3 receivers left, 1 receiver to the right, 4 wide for Forest City. Dillevue takes the snap. Dillevue rolls out, will throw. It's caught by Kellen Moore at the 30. He's looking inside the 20 and will get out of bounds, so Kellen Moore will have first down yardage inside New Hampton territory. So Forest City trying to find the end zone. The Forest City offense. This is the Forest City offense we've been looking for this season, clicking right now. From the 20-yard line, 1st down and 10 Forest City. Indians will be on the near hash. We're on the New Hampton side, the Forest City side across the way. 5 wide, 3 receivers left, 3 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Empty backfield, Dillevue looking to throw. Quick out pass by Robe, caught at the 15. Robe looking for more yardage, but he's going to be taken down at about the 14. Timeout Forest City. 1:34 to play here in the second quarter. Timeout Indians. We come back in 1 minute. This is Forest City football by KIOW.
The County Line Seed Team of Chuck Rubish, Jake Young, and myself, Matt Keel, are your premier and local DeKalb, Asgrow, Agrigold, and NK dealer in Forest City. With a combined over 30 years of seed experience, we're setting a new trend in agriculture at County Line. Call today at 641-581-3300 or visit us off the Airport Blacktop in Forest City.
You're listening to Forest City Indian Sports on Mix 107.3 KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here to New Hampton. New Hampton High School, our location tonight. Forest City and New Hampton playing for the 14th time all time. And Forest City will have 2nd down and 6 from the 16-yard line after that little outplay to Robe Berry here on the near side. Again, we talk about a lot of the teams have forgotten about Robe Berry, and Forest City using him to hopefully burn some defenses. 14-12 is the score right now with 1:34 to play until halftime. 2 receivers to the right, 2 receivers to the left. It's Dillevue in the gun. And he's got Clausen with him. Dillevue looking to throw across the middle. It is incomplete, short of Kellen Moore at the 2-yard line. Moore had his man beat once again. This time the pass is short to Moore as Kellen dove back for it about the 2. If that ball is right into Kellen Moore's stride, Kellen Moore is walking through the back of the end zone with a touchdown. But Kellen had to come backwards for it, dive for it, and it was still short of him at about the 3-yard line. So it'll be 3rd down and 6 upcoming Forest City now will be looking for a first down here, or trying to keep this drive alive here with 1:31 to play until halftime. 3 receivers in a triangle formation right, 1 receiver left. Dillevue in the gun with Clausen. Dillevue looking to throw, rolling out to his right. Dillevue will throw towards the end zone. Kellen Moore, it's caught near the goal line. Is he in? He is! Touchdown! Touchdown, Kellen Moore. Dillevue with a brilliant pass that time. And now the officials are coming together. No touchdown. The New Hampton Chickasaw defender was arguing to the official, which brought the officials together to talk about it. And the Forest City sideline would have erupted if that would have been somehow called back, but it's not. It's going to be a touchdown, Kellen Moore. A 16-yard pitch and catch from Dillevue to Moore for the touchdown, and the Indians retake the lead 18-14, trying to go for 2 to make this a 6-point game. 3 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Dillevue empty backfield. Dillevue takes the snap. He'll look. He's looking for Jack Thompson. It's incomplete to Thompson, and it will remain a 4-point game. 1:22 to play until halftime. Forest City gets good field position on a mistake by the Chickasaws, and they make them pay. 18-14 Forest City. They lead. We'll come back for kickoff in 1 minute.
Comes from Edward Jones Financial Advisors, Amy Ryan and Patrick Schoenhoven of Forest City. Edward Jones is a financial services firm exclusively serving individual investors, offering a range of investments, including certificates of deposit, stocks, mutual funds, taxable and non-taxable bonds. Additional information available at edwardjones.com. Edward Jones, making sense of investing, member SIPC. Non-taxable bonds may be subject to state, local, or alternative minimum tax.
Richard Family Auto Stores have 2 locations in Forest City to serve Forest City fans. Chrysler of Forest City offers Chrysler, Dodge, and Jeep products, and Forest City Auto Center offers a full line of GM. See Forest City Auto Center on Highway 69 North and Chrysler of Forest City on Highway 69 South.
You're listening to Forest City Indian Sports on Mix 107.3 KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here. KIOW.com. 1:22 to play until halftime. Forest City 18, New Hampton 14. The Indians lead, and Forest City's short kick taken by New Hampton at the 31-yard line, and it'll be brought down. The Chickasaw ball carrier brought down across the 40. At about the 42-yard line of New Hampton. So a short field coming up here for the Chickasaws at the 42-yard line. And we will have first down and 10 Chickasaws, though New Hampton's offense, not really the offense that can try to score here in a minute 18, but they're going to see what they can do. 1 receiver right. Spiltz under center. They're going to pitch it out to McShane. Now McShane is going to throw. It's a halfback pass, wide open Siri, and it's dropped. He dropped it. Man, oh man, Forest City gets so lucky as a halfback pass from McShane to Siri, and Siri drops it. He had nothing but green grass to go, and he drops the football. And the Indians get lucky there, as Forest City was fried on the halfback pass. They pitched it out to McShane. The Indians committed to McShane running the football, and Siri bobbled it twice into the ground harmlessly for Forest City. 1 receiver here on the near side. I formation. Spiltz takes the snap. They're going to hand it off to McShane this time, and the Indians have got him wrapped up originally and then brought down. There's a penalty marker on the field. That was a late penalty marker for a holding. That might not be a hold. Did they get Forest City inside the shoulder pads or on the face mask? No, they're looking at the Forest City sideline. It is going to be holding. Kind of a late penalty flag for it to be holding, as that play was almost completed by the time the flag came out. McShane was near the ground, but the Indians will take it. It's 10 yards from the spot. It was spotted at the 42, so it takes it inside the, not at the 42. It was at the 48. No, 38 down to the 28. Okay, that's what it was. So the ball was spotted at the 38, takes it back to the 28. So second down, and New Hampton has to get near Charles City for the first down. with 51 seconds left here in the second quarter. And the Indians are maybe one play away from getting to halftime with the lead. One receiver to the near side, two tight ends, I formation, Spilts under center. They are going to throw. Siri on a stop and go. He is covered by the Indians. Spilts is under pressure, and he's going to be he is going to pitch it out. It was a stop and go route by Siri. He ran to about the 35-yard line. He stopped as if he was going to block, and then he started running again, trying to beat the Forest City defenders like they did a moment ago on the halfback pass. Forest City not fooled. Good defense there by the corner, Jack Thompson, and forces Spilts to have to throw it away with 31 seconds left here in the second quarter. 18-14 is the lead for Forest City. Good defense there by the Indians. Under center, Spilts. Forest City looking to get to halftime with the lead. One man in motion. And they're going to pitch it out to McShane right side, looking for some running room. McShane is loose. Forest City doesn't want to give up a long run. Nor near halftime, McShane will get a big gain. And timeout will be called. Forest City trying to get it a long time ago. The Indians try to get it with over 20 seconds left on the clock, but it's going to go down inside 20 seconds as they are trying to force New Hampton to punt them the football and give Kellen Moore a chance to run it back. Forest City thought they called the timeout over 20 seconds. And when was the timeout called? Oh, they are going to put time back on the clock. So Forest City was trying to call timeout. As the Indians coaching staff, Coach Clary was out there trying to get the timeout. And they put 31 seconds back on the clock. Wow. The Indians will take 31 seconds. The clock ran all the way down to 19. Goodness gracious, Forest City will take 31. Oh, they moved it down to 21. I was going to say, that's incredible timing for Forest City. If they would have taken it up to 31 seconds, Forest City would take that extra 11 seconds all day, but they didn't. So they will put 2 seconds on the clock to 21. So it'll be fourth down New Hampton, and New Hampton will have to kick it, giving Kellen Moore a chance to run it back, and then maybe if the Indians get a good, decent return here from Kellen, if they get a chance from Kellen here to get him deep inside, maybe Forest City takes a shot to the end zone, depending how much time's left. I mean, you can run the football field. A good athlete can run the field in 11 to 13 seconds, and Kellen is likely to receive this ball at about the 30, between the 25 and the 30-yard line, so he'll have plenty of time to run, maybe get down, and Forest City could possibly take a shot here. But does New Hampton actually boot it away? They do, so the boot is away. Kellen Moore will be able to return from the 23. Kellen will start to return. He'll run to the right side, looking for some running room. He's got some blockers to the 25-30, up to the 40, and runs out of bounds. So Kellen does give Forest City a chance with 9 seconds. Will the Indians take a shot? It's going to have to be, well, they got 9 seconds, and they do have a timeout, so you can throw across the middle, call a quick timeout, and then maybe take a shot at the end zone. So Forest City will get it at the 43-yard line. First down and 10, Forest City from the 43 inside their own territory. So does Forest City, can they throw a pass across the middle and give themselves less than a 40-yard heave to the end zone? They do have one timeout. We'll see what the Indians decide to do. One receiver to the right, two receivers to the left. Dillevue in the gun. He's got help with Clausen, I believe, back there. No, it's Andy Olson. They will throw. It is to the sidelines, and it's incomplete, intended for Archer. So they were throwing about to the 45-yard line, but it's just a little bit out of the reach of Jackson Archer, incomplete. 5 seconds left in the quarter. Does Forest City have time at something else? Obviously, Ty Dillevue cannot throw 57 yards. He doesn't have an arm that can hit 57 yards, but what does Forest City do? Needing 57 yards to the end zone with 5 seconds here until halftime. Dillevue will take the snap. Dillevue will throw short. Caught by Archer. Did he get out of bounds in time? There is still a second on the clock. So it's 1 second, so a quick pass out to Archer, and now the Indians will have a chance to maybe throw it to the end zone. The ball got inside New Hampton territory at about the 47-yard line. So, wow, Forest City is able to get a quick pitch out and get out of bounds. And now the Indians have 47 yards, so they pick up about 10. And now you have 47 yards to the end zone here with 1 second on the clock. Can the Indians take a bigger lead going into halftime? If New Hampton catches this football, you got to get a body on him quickly. But it will be Dillevue who will try to take a heave. 47 seconds, he will throw a heave, but he throws it on the track as Dillevue under pressure throws it to the track. Either way, Forest City leads the number 9 team in Class 2A 18-14 here at halftime. Our halftime show brought to you by Waldorf University. Waldorf University sponsors today's halftime show. Waldorf supports our local athletes and looks forward to helping them further their educations and careers. Find out how to become a Warrior today at waldorf.edu. That's waldorf.edu to learn how to become a Warrior today. Waldorf University sponsors today's halftime show. We'll have that for you in 3 minutes.
Scholarships available up to full tuition, athletics, fine arts, and over 35 clubs and organizations. You'll have the opportunity to find your passion while getting a world-class education. On campus or online, find support from a community that makes you feel at home. Find out more today at waldorf.edu.
Ready to sell your home? First Choice Realty is here for you. There are more homes needed to meet the demand of our pre-qualified buyers. Contact Bethany Ferris, Mary Ferris, Barb Rockow, or Teresa Combs at 641-585-2404. First Choice Realty of Forest City.
The 3M Distribution Center of Forest City. The team at 3M wishes our area athletes good luck and good health this season. Like any good team, working together brings out great results on the field or in the warehouse. The 3M Distribution Center of Forest City.
NSB Bank wishes the Indians good luck for the latest financial products and services with a community touch by local decision makers. Stop into your NSB branch location in Titonka, Forest City, Thompson, Mason City, or Northwood. NSB Bank, we're here for you.
Member FDIC Equal Housing Lender. Check out McCluskey Appliances' wide selection of appliances, brands like Maytag, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Amana, and Jennier. In stock, plenty of choices, and quick delivery is our goal. McCluskey Appliance in Mason City or Garner. Experience, customer service, and making new relationships is what we're all about. Stop in and see us, follow us on Facebook, or connect with us at McCluskeyAppliance.com.
MBT Investments of Forest City. Whether it's servicing your 401k, saving for your child's education, or investing for the future. See Matt Jennings or Troy Hall at MBT Investments. Call 585-IRAs. MBT Investments, your partner for your financial journey. Securities and advisory services are offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor and broker-dealer member FINRA/SIPC. Insurance products are offered through LPL or its licensed affiliates. Securities and insurance offered through LPL or its affiliates are not insured by FDIC or any government agency, not bank guaranteed, not bank deposits or obligations, may lose value.
NIAC is proud to help support North Iowa athletes. Working hard and being part of a team is a great way to learn lessons for life, and learning is what NIAC is all about, beginning with high school juniors and seniors who can start building college credits now for free. Learn more at niac.edu.
Forest City Auto is your Napa Auto Care Center where we work on all types of vehicles and guarantee our work with a 2-year part and labor warranty. With free pickup and delivery, we're the place to call. And if you don't talk to Cheyenne or Lorena, you've called the wrong place. Forest City Auto.
You're listening to Forest City Indian Sports on Mix 107.3 KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here to New Hampton, where Forest City has the number 9 team in Class 2A on upset alert at the moment as the Indians lead 18-14. And this is, we've seen some good football now. This is not something that is surprising, maybe for those of you that are listening in, that have just, kind of been following along so far this year and not really watching this Forest City team or really seeing what this team is capable of. I think at this point of the season, most, within the program and close to the program would assume that they thought this team, maybe had a couple more wins in them and really could compete in this wide open. We started the season a wide-open Class 2A District number 3, and Forest City felt that they were part of that conversation. And then the Indians so far just hasn't materialized for them so far in this season. But they have got the number 9 team, New Hampton, on alert right now as they lead the Chickasaws 18-14, in which we talked with Coach Moore before the game, talked to him last Saturday, and just really felt like this was a good matchup for the Indians, and so far that has proved to be correct. Now Forest City has to put together another half of football. Don't want to take you don't want to take anything away right now, and don't want to come back out flat in the second half. I mean, New Hampton is an offense that, though sometimes they are slow developing, also can be explosive. Braden McShane, a state place winner in wrestling this year, and has rushed for over 1,000 yards this season. He's explosive. We mentioned it earlier. Just for an example, Osage had New Hampton. The only drive that New Hampton scored on against Osage was the opening drive for New Hampton. In that drive, New Hampton had a 3rd down and 22 inside their own territory, and McShane ran for like 25, 30 yards. On 3rd down and 22, it was just a straight off-tackle run. That's the kind of faith and the explosiveness this offense has. So my point being that Forest City really has to keep themselves humbleized with this first half performance. They got to come out and they got to play a good second half. Otherwise, this New Hampton team could make you look silly in the second half of football. Right now, though, Forest City fans can be happy. It is 18-14. Our halftime show today brought to you by our good friends at Waldorf University. Waldorf supports our local athletes and looks forward to further helping them further their educations. Find out how to become a warrior today at waldorf.edu. That's waldorf.edu to learn how to become a warrior today. Well, let's take a look about how we got here. First of all, our scoring summary, as the Indians were in the end zone first at the 5:21 mark of the first quarter. Ty Delavu pass to Kellen Moore was caught for 31 yards and a touchdown. New Hampton came back. They answered 10-19 in the second quarter. New Hampton in from 2 yards out. Forest City forced New Hampton into that 3rd down and 2 after they had first down and goal from the 4-yard line. The Indians were able to force New Hampton to get to 3rd down, but it was Tangy, the fullback, who got in from 2 yards out for the score. It's 8-6 New Hampton after the 2-point conversion to Siri. What is going to be a spectacular catch from Syria. Again, apologize that you're unable to see that with policy here in New Hampton, but what was credited as a spectacular catch here on the near side, on our side of the end zone. I'm not really sure how that catch was made, but if it was actually caught, what a spectacular catch there from Hunter Siri to make it 8-6 New Hampton. Forest City then is able to run the kickoff back 80 yards. Jack Thompson, one of the most explosive kick returners you're going to find in Iowa. Second kickoff return for a touchdown this year. His other one went from 96 yards out. This one from 80 yards out, and the Indians are back on top 12-8. Don't count New Hampton out, though. They come driving right back down to the field. It's been short fields. That's the other problem for Forest City so far, as the kicks have all been short. So New Hampton has had short fields. The one time that Forest City forced New Hampton into long yardage, the Indians, after Forest City's opening drive, stalled. Forest City punted deep inside their own territory and forced New Hampton deep inside New Hampton territory. So forced New Hampton to start at their own 8-yard line, which would mean they would need to go 92 yards to score. And Forest City got a 3-and-out stop, and that's what led to their first touchdown. So that's what Forest City knows, that these tough field position situations for New Hampton can cause problems. New Hampton is going to find 2 to 3 first downs every drive, but if you give them the ball and make them go 90 yards, they might get 2 or 3 first downs to midfield. Cool, that's awesome, congratulations. Well, that's a long ways from the end zone. But if you give them the ball at midfield, then they only have to go They only have to go half the field to the end zone, 2 or 3 first downs, and they're inside the 15-yard line. From there, they can run different plays and try to score. So Forest City has got to, that's the big thing in the second half. Forest City has got to force New Hampton to drive further down the field. We go to later in the second quarter where the Chickasaws retake the lead after Spiltz, the quarterback sneak 1 yard out. 2-point conversion is no good. They tried to run the same play to Syria again. This time Jack Thompson. Both times Jack Thompson in coverage has been very good. Jack Thompson has had really good coverage. The only time the Indians have been badly beat tonight was on that halfback pass, and that literally changes the complexion of this game. New Hampton retakes the lead. New Hampton should be leading this football game right now. They had the perfect play. They set Forest City up. The Indians were fried, and New Hampton just dropped the football. Forest City, sometimes to win football games, it's not, you got to be a little lucky, and Forest City was there. So Siri drops the 2-point conversion. It's 14-12. Indians then drive the ball back down the field. They miss a couple of open receivers, but finally are able to get it to Kellen Moore from 16 yards out. Forest City attempted to make it back a 6-point game, but their 2-point conversion failed. So the Indians, so far, P18 no good. 2 2-point conversions also no good. The Indians have only got points via touchdowns so far in this game. It is 18-14 Forest City here at the half. More stats coming your way on the Waldorf University halftime show. We'll take a look at individual stats when we come back in 2 minutes.
Hy-Vee in Forest City is a proud supporter of the Forest City Indians. Stop in to check out their pharmacy. It's built for you. No waiting in lines for the pharmacy. The pharmacy will be waiting for you. Hy-Vee is your full-service, employee-owned grocery store here in Forest City. Go Indians from Hy-Vee. Malin Egg Service of Forest City is a proud supporter of Forest City High School athletics. Nate Malin is with you from the word go. From planting to harvest, you can count on Nate. Contact him today in Forest City at 641-860-1712. Nate will help you put the right seed on your acres. 641-860-1712. After serving the Forest City community for over 50 years, Wilson Dental is now expanding to serve you better. We look forward to seeing you at our Forest City and our Garner location. Wilson Dental, where your smile is our reward.
Miller Pharmacy has complete prescription services. Free delivery in town, by mail, along with curbside pickup located at the Mercy One Clinic in Forest City. Miller Pharmacy is also open Saturday mornings and gladly accepts Visa, MasterCard, and Discover. Call ahead and your script refill will be ready for you. No need to wait. Miller Pharmacy of Forest City.
FCIS Insurance is proud to support our local athletes throughout the year. Let FCIS be your partner, not just your agent, helping you with all your insurance needs. With multiple carriers, we can get you the best coverage for the best price. Call us today at 800-331-1520. Good luck, Indians, from FCIS Insurance.
Top Dead Center Truck Equipment of Forest City. Top Dead Center is a full-line Western dealer with blades and snow control equipment. They also carry truck accessories of all kinds, fifth wheel hitches, LED lights, and more. Call 641-512-5529. Top Dead Center Truck Equipment of Forest City.
WCTA is committed to providing local phone service, high-speed internet, and the most reliable digital TV. They proudly support local schools, events, and charities. Their employees are your friends and neighbors who live and work in your community. WCTA is your local telecommunications cooperative.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW, live at KIOW.com. It's the Waldorf University Halftime Show, brought to you by our friends at Waldorf University in Forest City. Individual stat time as we take a look at the team stats. First of all, Forest City has run 23 plays for 133 yards of offense in 6 minutes and 42 seconds. Forest City has run the ball 7 times for 22 yards, but the Indians' yardage is coming through the air. 8 pass receptions caught of the 16 thrown for 111 yards and 2 touchdowns so far in this game. Forest City has 8 first downs, 1 on the ground, 6 through the air, 1 via penalty on that roughing the passer, which turned out to be a big penalty. Forest City has only punted once tonight for 29 yards. The Indians are 4 of 5 on third down. For New Hampton, 6 of 10 on third down, 2 of 2 on fourth down. So if you look at New Hampton, they are 8 of 12 on third and fourth down conversions. Those are huge to keep drives alive. That's one thing that Forest City has to change in the second half. You have to get a stop. Well, they've been getting stops, a couple stops on third down. Got to find a stop on fourth down. This New Hampton team does not want to punt the football. They want to go for it, and if they are in a position to, they will. They have punted twice, so Forest City has made a couple of stops on third down to force into punts, but they got to make more. They got to be more efficient on third and fourth down. Excuse me. Penalties, New Hampton has 3 for 30 yards, 2 punts for an average of 33 yards in this game. Ty Dillevue has thrown 16 times, completed 8 for 111 yards and 2 touchdowns. Andy Olson has 5 rushes for 25 yards. Sam Clausen, 2 rushes for -3 yards. The Indians cannot run the football tonight. Kellen Moore, 5 receptions for 84 yards and 2 touchdowns. Jackson Archer, 1 for 14. Feldman, 1 for 9. Robe Beery, 1 for 4. Defensively, Kearney has 5.5 tackles, 1 solo. Kellen Moore has 5 tackles, 2 solo. Bransoy, another good performance so far from the sophomore, 3.5 tackles and 1 solo for him. The Indians putting on a Krutzinger 29 yards with his one and only punt landed at the 8-yard line, forced to stop. Jack Thompson, 1 touchdown return for 80 yards there for Jack Thompson and the Indians. On the side of New Hampton, Spiltz is 5 of 9 for 51 yards through the air. McShane is 18 of 71, or 18 rushes for 71 yards. That's a 4-yard average. Huge win for Forest City. Huge win in the first half by the Indians. McShane came in averaging 7.5 yards per rush. The Indians have him at 3.9, under 4 yards per rush right now. 18 rushes for 71 yards. Isaac Howe, 4 attempts for 6 yards. Tangy, one attempt for 2 yards. And Spiltz has tried to move around a little bit tonight. 3 attempts for -2 yards this evening. Receiving McShane, 2 receptions for 27 yards, 13.5-yard average. Siri, 1 reception for 10. Steinleggy, 1 for 7. Roberson, 1 for 7 as well. Howe, 3.5 tackles on defense. Tangy, 3.5 tackles. Siri, 2.5 tackles. McCumber, a tackle and a half. Steinleggy, McShane, and Gilbert all have 1 tackle. 2 punts for Steinleggy for 33-yard average, and 2 kick returns to Knowlton, short for Forest City for 24 yards, a 12-yard average. McShane has 1 for 3 yards, a 3-yard average there for Braden McShane. Forest City has Osage on upset alert right now at halftime. It is the Indians 18, is the Chickasaws 14. We'll come back for the second half kickoff in 1 minute on KIOW.
Kingland Construction Services is a proud supporter of trades-based education programs like apprenticeships, the Building Trades Academy at the John V. Hanson Career Center, and internships through NIAC. These programs also have debt-free options available. Find out more by calling Kingland Construction Services at 641-585-0101.
Forest City Family Dentistry, downtown on J Street. Dr. Layla can now place crowns in one visit. No clumsy temporary or return appointment needed. Also ask us about replacing missing teeth with affordable dental implants. Visit the place that puts a smile on your face. Forest City Family Dentistry. Call 585-4636.
MBT Bank, with 10 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota. A full-service community bank with checking and savings accounts, CDs, lending, and trust services. Where will you go with MBT? MBTBank.bank, member FDIC.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW. Well, New Hampton not the only top district team having trouble this evening, as Osage with a 10-point lead on Garner-Hayfield Ventura, but GHV about to score. Can there be 2 big upsets from the bottom 2 teams in the district this week? We'll find out. Garner-Hayfield Ventura is a score and a PAT away from making a 3-point game with the number 8 team in Class 2A, the Osage Green Devils. We'll see if they get in here at about the 2-yard line. Here's the snap, and rolling out for the end zone. Is he going to get in? Touchdown, GHV. GHV is 3 points away from tying the Osage Green Devils. They're in Garner, so New Hampton not the only team that's on upset alert. That game also going on our KIOW networks this evening, as Osage and GHV, a tight one there in Garner this evening. Other scores: North Butler leads Lake Mills 13-6. It is West Hancock leading St. Ansgar 26-0. It is St. Edmunds of Fort Dodge over Northwood Kensett 34-0 currently. Let's see. The only other game going on our network is Maquoketa Valley and Starmont. Maquoketa Valley leaving Starmont 28-12. Here in New Hampton, it is the Indians 18, the Chickasaws 14. And Ty Dillon will be in to kick for the first time, kick off for Forest City for the first time, and he'll boot it a little bit deeper for New Hampton at about the 18-yard line. Taken, rushed up to the 35, so New Hampton will start a little bit further back than they have in the past, but a good return by Siri, as Siri gets it to like the 36-yard line. New Hampton has been starting most of their drives past the 40-yard line. This time we'll start at about the 36. So first down and 10, New Hampton, as they try to take the lead here on Forest City, trying to put a drive together to start the second half. It is the Indians 18. It is the Chickasaws 14. We are underway in the second half. One receiver right, I formation, Spiltz under center. Movement on the left side of the offensive line again for New Hampton, and the handoff is to McShane, and McShane will have a big first down. Another missed false start on the left side of the New Hampton offensive line. as that'll be a gain up to the 48-yard line. First down and 10, Chickasaws at the New Hampton 48-yard line. So the Chickasaws will have a big gain from McShane on first down. One receiver right, I formation, Spiltz under center. He'll take the snap, he'll hand it off to McShane up the middle. Forest City misses a tackle, McShane is loose. Woogie will finally bring him down for Forest City, but the Indians missed the tackle. That's back-to-back over 10-yard gains for McShane and the Chickasaws. And New Hampton's offense has come out with a little spark here in the second half with 20 yards right out the gate on Forest City, and they're inside Indian territory at the 43-yard line. So this is what New Hampton wanted to see right away, trying to move the football. Two receivers right, tight end to the left, I formation, Spiltz under center. He's got a fullback and a running back. They're going to hand it off to McShane again, keep feeding him, and this time Forest City able to bring him down. It was Kearney originally there for Forest City, Bransoy as well. A gain of about 2 this time. Did he get 2? He did, a gain of 2 to the 41. So second down and 8 for New Hampton from the Forest City 41-yard line. The Indians will force the Chickasaws into a second down for the first time in this half. 10:45 to play in the third quarter. One receiver, two receivers right, under center is Spiltz. He's going to hand it off to McShane again, right side. McShane's got running room across the 35, inside the 30, near the 25-yard line. Another huge burst of speed for McShane. It's been all McShane so far in this third quarter. They haven't got anything fancy so far. It's just been hard-nosed, tough running by the junior McShane, and he's got another first down for New Hampton at the 25-yard line as he rolls off the right side, off of right tackle, and Forest City has no answer for Braden McShane here in the second half. McShane over 1,100 yards now on the season, came in 50 yards short of that as he's nearing 100 yards rushing tonight. Again, I formation. They're going to hand it off to McShane again, this time left side. Kearney makes the original stop for Forest City. Kellen Moore will finish the job, but Kearney makes the original stop inside the 25 at about the 23. So the 23-yard line will be the yardage to gain of 2 from the 25 to the 23. Second down and 8 upcoming here for the New Hampton Chickasaws at the Forest City 23-yard line. 9:42. Clock winding here in the third quarter. I formation. They're going to give it off to the... No, they pitch it out to McShane. I thought they gave it to the fullback. They pitch it to McShane, and he's got running room across the 20 inside the 15. Forced out of bounds by Kellen Moore for the Indians. Ryan Bailey was there as well, the sophomore for Forest City, to help run him out of bounds inside the 15-yard line at the 14. So first down and 10, Chickasaws at the 14-yard line. It's been all Braden McShane so far here in the third quarter as they keep giving it to the junior, and he keeps producing. I formation again. They're going to go to McShane again, left tackle. He's got running room inside the 10, and he'll be stopped there by Kellen Moore, making the tackle for the Indians at about the 7-yard line. So the deuce there for the Indians makes the stop at about the 8-yard line. 9 minutes now to play in the third quarter. 18-14 Forest City. Two receivers right. I formation. Spiltz under center. He's got a fullback and a running back, McShane. They're going to go to McShane right side this time, and the Indians are able to get him right at the 10-yard line. Good stop for Forest City right at the 10-yard line. As that was Bransoy for Forest City making the stop at the 10. So it'll be third down for New Hampton, third down at about 6. From the 10-yard line, they got to get inside the 5. So if they get right to the 5, I think he's going to be short. I believe he's got to get across the 5-yard line for the first down. So a long 5 coming up here for New Hampton. To the right side. They're going to throw the football, and under pressure, thrown towards the end zone is incomplete. Good pressure put on by Woogie and Seidel for the Indians. They hit the quarterback. Spiltz through to the end zone. It's incomplete, and it's fourth down upcoming. Can Forest City get one of those stops on fourth down? We just talked about it in the halftime show. Can Forest City get a stop on fourth down? They were 0 for 2 so far on fourth down of the Indians. New Hampton 2 for 2. It's 4th down and a long 5. Chickasaws don't need to go to the end zone. They need to get to the 5-yard line for the first down. Too tight. One man in motion from left to right. I formation. They're going to throw. Looking to throw. He's under pressure. Forest City. No, they're going to pitch it off to McShane. And it's in. Oh, and then he's got flags on the field. They pitched it off to McShane. There's a flag hopefully coming against the Chickasaws. We'll make it 4th and long. McShane got near the first down marker. I'm not sure if he got all the way there or not, as he was under pressure, and they kind of just dumped it off to McShane, who was running with the quarterback, Spiltz. It looks to be against New Hampton, which is huge for Forest City. It was going to be really close to a first down. It is holding. Penalty is declined, and it's no. I guess they didn't get there. So they marked him. They marked him short, which allows Forest City to decline the penalty and take first down and 10. Okay, so they marked him short. I knew the ball was going to be close. He was short of the first down marker, which allows Forest City to decline the penalty, and the Indians get a stop on 4th down. They were looking for a stop on 4th. They got it. Big play here in the 3rd quarter, as the Indians will have first down and 10 deep inside their own territory at the 5-yard line. 8:02 to play here in the 3rd quarter. It's 18-14 Forest City. They have the lead, and now they need to salt away some clock and go to try to score the football again. Handoff up the middle. And the Indians won't get much, if anything, maybe a yard across the 5 to the 6. Did they get there to the 6-yard line for a yard? Not sure. 7:50 to play, 3rd quarter. 18-14 Indians lead by 4. The Indians do get an inch, maybe a yard. We'll call it 3rd down and a long 9, or 2nd down and a long 9 for Forest City at their own 6-yard line. We'll give it to them. So 2nd down and 9 for Forest City. 14 seconds on the play clock. Indians are still in the huddle. 10 seconds on the play clock. Under center, Dillevue hands it off. Looking for some running room. Forest City doesn't have much. Again, maybe another yard. Up the middle, 7:07 to play here in the 3rd quarter. Indians leading 18-14. And they're going to come up here for a long 3rd down. 3rd down, they maybe got 2 there. 3rd down at about 7 upcoming. So 3rd down and 7 for Forest City. Upcoming from their own about 7-yard line. Or somewhere close to. What can Forest City do here? They want to try to get a first down and melt away some clock, but they don't want to go too long. They don't want a penalty. 6 seconds on the play clock, 5 seconds on the play clock. Here's the snap, looking to throw. It is tipped. The ball's tipped in the air, and it's going to fall, thankfully, incomplete. If that would have been caught by Tangy, he would have been caught it in the end zone or at the 1-yard line. The ball was tipped at the line of scrimmage in the air, and Ben Tangy, the senior for New Hampton, all he had to do was look up, and it was right there, though it comes thankfully harmlessly back down to the grass, and it's 4th down and long upcoming here for Forest City. They will have to punt with 6:25 to play in the 3rd quarter. Tangy would have had that at about the 2-yard line. Would have been quite the gift there for the Chickasaws, but instead the Indians are going to punt. Need a good one out of Krutzinger. The punt does get away. End over end kick going to be taken at about the fair caught for about the 36, 37-yard line area, as the catch is made by Gilbert the junior. 6:19 to play in the 3rd quarter. It's Forest City 18, New Hampton 14. So the Indians got to stop the last drive. Looking for another one here to try to force New Hampton to give them the football back, though New Hampton already starting in good field position at the 37-yard line of Forest City and already in 4th down territory, I would assume, already for New Hampton. So the Indians are going to need to stop them on 4 plays. I formation, double tight. They're going to hand it off to McShane, left side. And McShane will take it inside the 35-yard line at about the 34. So give him a gain of about 3 on first down. Make it 2nd down and 7 upcoming. 6:05 to play here in the 3rd quarter. Indians 18, Chickasaws 14. Forest City still leading this football game. Thanks for joining us here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. One receiver right, I formation, double tight for New Hampton. Running back and fullback McShane will get it on the toss inside the 30-yard line. It'll be short of the first down. They've got to get to about the 27-yard line for the first. It's going to be short of that at about the 29. So they're going to be 2 yards short of the first down at the 29-yard line. They got to get to about the 27 for a first down. It'll be a long two. They got to get inside the 27, almost to the 26 for the first down. So we'll call it almost 3 here. It's almost 3 yards to the first down. 2 receivers right. Siri and Steinleggy to the right side are split out, tight end left. They're going to hand it off to McShane right side. McShane has got enough for a first down. He's going to be about the 26-yard line, and that's what they're going to need. So McShane will have it to the 26, inside the 26. Brandsoy on the stop for Forest City with 5:09 to play here in the third quarter. 18-14, Forest City by 4 points. But New Hampton is driving inside Forest City territory again. New Hampton has had the ball for 21 minutes and 7 seconds in this game. 5:05 to play here in the third quarter. I formation. Receiver will split out now. McShane up the middle. He's got a huge hole, and the Indians will trip him up. McShane had a semi-sized hole on the right side, but Brock Good will grab the shoestring tackle. It'll be a gain out to the 20-yard line, but much less than it could have been. McShane could have had a house call there for New Hampton. Luckily, Brock Good is able to make the stop for the Indians at the 20-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6. Forest City will take 6 over 26. It is a 4-yard to first down attempt here for New Hampton. Siri in motion from left to right. They're going to hand it off to the right side. Another big hole for McShane. He's loose this time inside the 10. Back-to-back big holes for McShane. This time he exploits the Indians' defense inside the 10-yard line to about the 9. Kellen Moore makes the stop inside the 10 at the 9-yard line. 4:15 to play here in the third quarter, 18-14. And the Chickasaws are on the doorstep once again. Forest City was able to stop them deep inside territory last time. Now New Hampton is trying to score this time. Left side, McShane. And the Indians will make a stop after a short gain by McShane inside the 8-yard line with 3:47 to play in the third quarter. 18-14, Forest City still by 4. 3:40 now to play in the third quarter. It's going to be a gain of a couple. They're going to spot him at the 7, so a gain of 2 to the 7. It's second down and 7 from the 7. I formation, Tangy and McShane. Siri in motion from right to left. They're going to hand it off McShane right side. McShane inside the 5. Did he score? He did. McShane from 7 yards out will find the end zone, and New Hampton back in the lead, 20-18 with 3:18 to play in the third quarter. And Braden McShane is on the grass, and he is not getting up for New Hampton. Everybody in New Hampton is gone quiet. This entire stadium has gone quiet as the star running back for New Hampton is on the grass talking to the training staff, and now he will get up, which is a good sign for New Hampton faithful. But on the grass for a long time, Braden McShane will walk over to the sidelines, and now he'll lay down again near the Forest City sidelines with the New Hampton trainers. So, no, it's not McShane. McShane's walking over here. It's somebody else. McShane's in the huddle. It's not McShane. It might be the fullback, Tangy. No, he's over here too. I'm not sure who it is. We'll take a break. Or is New Hampton coming back out for their two-point conversion? It is a two-point conversion attempt coming up for New Hampton. No, they're not coming out. We'll take a break. There's an injured player on the grass here for New Hampton. We'll take a break. We'll come back in about a minute.
In Buffalo Center, Iowa, and Keystone, Minnesota. For all your feed, seed, fertilizer, chemical, and fuel needs, see the Farmers Co-op, serving the area since 1916. Good luck to our area athletes from the Farmers Co-op Association.
Waldorf University in Forest City. With scholarships available up to full tuition, athletics, fine arts, and over 35 clubs and organizations, you'll have the opportunity to find your passion while getting a world-class education. On campus or online, Find support from a community that makes you feel at home. Find out more today at waldorf.edu.
MB2 Bank, with 10 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota. A full-service community bank with checking and savings accounts, CDs, lending, and trust services. Where will you go with MBT? MBTBank.bank, member FDIC.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com as the injured Chickasaw coming across the field looks like an offensive lineman, Marshall Zion, junior, 6'2", 226 for New Hampton. They already have a lot of injury problems, or have had some injuries on their offensive line, so it looks like another hit, unfortunately, here to New Hampton, as one of their starters from earlier this year, Logan Peterman, is on crutches to start this game. And now another injury to the offensive line here for the Chickasaw. So New Hampton is out. They're going to attempt their PAT, their two-point conversion. From the gun, they're going to hand it off, kind of a late handoff. Did he get into the end zone? Is he going to get in? He fell forward. A late handoff. Forest City had him stopped at about the 2 and falling forward into the end zone for the two-point conversion. I didn't see who had the football. It's Howe. So Isaac Howe on the rush there for the Chickasaws. He was stopped short originally, but he's able to get in. It's New Hampton 22. It's Forest City 18. We come back in 1 minute for kickoff. This is KIOW. This is Forest City football on KIOW. Welcome back here on KIOW, live at KIOW.com. Kickoff coming here for the Chickasaws as they retake the lead, 22-18, 3:18 to play in the quarter. This kick will be squibbed down to about the 10-yard line, 11-yard line, where Thompson will take it. Already has an 80-yard return tonight. This time he's chipped up at the 30-yard line. So Thompson will bring it out about 22 or so yards on the return. And the Indians will take it at the 30-yard line of New Hampton. 30-yard line of their own territory. First down and 10, Forest City from their own 30. 3:13 to play in the third quarter. Reminder, our fourth quarter today brought to you by A&W Family Restaurants of Forest City. That'll come next. In 3:13 of game time right now, though, third quarter action. Two receivers near, one receiver far. The snap is to Andy Olson, going to be running, and he is quickly taken down. Huge stop by the Chickasaws. As Andy Olson stopped by the New Hampton defense. Shackleton is there. Shackleton along with McCumber. So Shackleton and McCumber on the defensive line for the Chickasaws, able to put Forest City back a yard to the 29-yard line and actually back behind the 29, not quite to the 28-yard line, but a loss of a full yard and maybe a bit more. 4 wide for the Indians, 2 on each side. Running back in the backfield with Dillevue in the gun. He takes a snap. Dillevue looking to throw. He's got some time. He'll throw, but his receiver's on the ground. Jackson Archer must have slipped as the throw was going to Archer, but Archer was laying on the ground at the 40-yard line. Must have slipped down, of course, with the official right there. If there would have been any contact, he would have seen that. And we were looking, of course, at the snap of the football, but Archer must have gone down, must have slipped near the 40-yard line. So it's third down and long coming up for Forest City. Third down and long from the 29-yard line, third and about 11. 2:29 to play. Two receivers near, two receivers far. Delavu in the gun, takes the snap. Looking to throw, and it is out of the reach of Jack Thompson, just a bit overcooked, as Thompson had some inside position towards the sideline on his man, but that ball over his head, incomplete, and it's 4th down and 11, and Forest City's offense will stall again here in the second half and have to punt this one away. Now it's very crucial for the defense to make a stop with 2:24 to play here in the third quarter. And we will see a punt coming out of Colby Kretzinger. Kretzinger will punt, a couple men back to receive here for the Chickasaws. Kretzinger's punt is low. It's taken at about the 45-yard line, now to the 50. Gilbert to the 45 inside Forest City territory near the 41-yard line, so a good return of about 10 or 11 yards by Ben Gilbert on the punt, and it's going to be out of bounds at about the 42-yard line. So 1st down and 10, New Hampton from the 42 of Forest City, as the Chickasaws will look to add on to their lead right now of 22-18, longest New Hampton has led in this football game. Leading right now 22-18, the most crucial part though here in the third, heading to the fourth quarter. 2:20 on the third quarter clock as our officials are talking. Now we'll give the ready for play signal. Siri will split out to the far right. I formation for Spiltz under center. He's got a Howe as the fullback, and the Indians will miss a tackle as McShane will get about a couple of yards. Forest City did have him tackled for a loss at about the 2 yards back, but McShane breaks that tackle and gets to the 40-yard line, so a 2-yard gain. Instead of a 2-yard loss, it's going to be a 2-yard gain for New Hampton at the 40-yard line. 2nd down and 8 upcoming for the Chickasaws with 1:55 to play here in the third quarter. 22-18 our score. Forest City crowd across the way. New Hampton crowd right in front of us. Middle of the field, I formation for Spiltz and company. One man in motion across the formation. And it's McShane. He's got running room. McShane's got the 1st down yardage and more inside the 30-yard line off right tackle. And McShane's got another 1st down for the New Hampton Chickasaws. That was Lores who was in motion at the 28-yard line. So 1st down and 10, Chickasaws from the 28. New Hampton now possessing the ball over 25 minutes of game time. The Chickasaws over 225 yards of total offense in this game. Forest City has had the ball for about 9 minutes. I formation, double tight for New Hampton. One man in motion from right to left. That's Siri. Handoff, left tackle, and it's going to be McShane inside the 25-yard line to about the 23. So it'll be a gain of about 5 to about the 23. Make it 2nd down and 5 for New Hampton. So 2nd down and 5, Chickasaws from the 23-yard line. 41 seconds left here in the third quarter. One receiver here to the near side. Tight formation for New Hampton, I formation. That's Lores in motion from left to right. They up the middle, and the Indians are able to grab McShane and bring him backwards about right at the line of scrimmage. Good stop there for Forest City as they're able to stack the line of scrimmage up, and maybe a loss of a yard or a couple of inches at least. The box did move backwards. The box, of course, across the far side on the Forest City side, what shows you which down it is. And that moved a little bit backwards, not quite a full yard, but it's 3rd down, and that's the end of the third quarter. It's 22-18. New Hampton leads over Forest City. We'll go to the 4th and final quarter of football in 1 minute.
Is your Lennox dealer. They offer energy-efficient Lennox heating and air conditioning solutions for homes and businesses of all sizes. For complete plumbing service, call 797-2219 today. Larson Plumbing, Heating, Affordable, your Lennox dealer.
Missile Insurance and Realty of Forest City. Whether buying or selling a home, Tim Missile and Pat Levick have the market experience to help you follow your dream. Missile Insurance and Realty can help you insure that dream once you find it. Missile Insurance and Realty in Forest City. Call 641-582-3554.
MBT Bank, with 10 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota. A full-service community bank with checking and savings accounts, CDs, lending, and trust services. Where will you go with MBT? MBT Bank, member FDIC.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. Fourth and final quarter. We appreciate you joining us along the way. Our fourth quarter today brought to you by our good friends at A&W Family Restaurants of Forest City. There's only about 17 minutes to get down to your local Forest City A&W right now. Unfortunately, we are about an hour and a half, about 70 miles away from A&W in Forest City. We'd love to be there, but here in New Hampton tonight, so they are the sponsor of our fourth quarter. Get down to your local Forest City A&W today, or if not, tomorrow morning at 11 o'clock, they'll open back up. Here's the third down play to McShane. Toss to the right side. He's loose inside the 20, near the 15. It's going to be first down and 10, New Hampton inside the 20-yard line at the 15. First down and 10, Chickasaws. A&W has tasty treats, root beer floats, shakes, polar swirls, and more. See them on Highway 69 North in Forest City today. A&W is the sponsor of today's fourth quarter. 11:45 to play here in the fourth. 22-18 is our score. First down and 10, Chickasaws inside the 20-yard line at about the 16. I formation, handoff to the right side. McShane trying to bounce it outside, looking for some blockers, and he'll be brought down. Ball's on the ground, and they're going to say he was down first, and now we got an Indian limping. Is that Kearney? Kearney's limping for Forest City. Hopefully he is okay. Ball is on the ground, but the officials say he's down at about the 18-yard line. So it looks like maybe just a little stinger. It's a little cold night, so hopefully just a stinger there for Kearney, who's walking it off for the Indians. He's been big for Forest City this season, has been huge tonight in his sophomore season. Big things to come for him. 9 tackles tonight for the sophomore. One-man in motion, Siri from right to left across the formation, and they're going to hand it off to McShane left side, breaks a couple of tacklers inside the 5, and McShane will have it inside the 5-yard line. And it'll be maybe at the 5. It is right at the 5-yard line, so first down and goal for New Hampton inside the 5. They marked it about the 4, so this is the third time now New Hampton has started at the 4-yard line. Inside Forest City territory. It's a long 4. It's behind the 4-yard line, but not quite to the 5 in front of the 5. 2 receivers left, I formation. Spiltz under center. He's going to hand it off McShane, left guard. McShane looking for the end zone touchdown. Braden McShane off left guard. He breaks a tackle, spins off at a guy, and he's into the end zone for a touchdown. New Hampton makes it 10 points now, 10-point lead, 28-18. With 10:41 to play in the fourth quarter. And New Hampton, of course, out for the 2-point conversion to try to make this a 30-18 contest. As the 2-point conversion will be attempted for the Chickasaws. From the I formation, Siri to the right. He's in motion from right to left across the formation. It's going to be a pitch out. No, a keeper by Spiltz. Did he get in? He's short. He's absolutely short. The Indians will bring him down. 28-18 is the score. 4:41 to play here in the fourth quarter. Forest City looking to get the football back. When we come back here in 1 minute, this is Forest City football by KIOW.
Restaurant in Forest City. A&W has delicious burgers, cheese curds, onion rings, chicken tenders, and more available daily from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Finish your meal with a tasty root beer float, shake, polar swirl, or soft serve ice cream. A&W, where the food is as good as the root beer. Highway 69 North in Forest City.
Holland Contracting in Forest City for earth moving, Varco Pruden metal buildings, farm drainage, directional drilling, demolition, tire shop, and more. Call the construction experts at 641-585-2231. Holland Contracting in Forest City, dedicated to making the region a better place, one project at a time.
You're listening.
Welcome back here on KIOW, live at KIOW.com. The most points Forest City has put on a New Hampton team since 2011, and the Indians would like to add on some more. Forest City trounced New Hampton in 2011. That was the Indians' first playoff year, 40-14. Since then, Forest City hasn't scored this many points against the Chickasaws, up to 18 points in this game, trying to keep it going. Forest City will fall on the kickoff at about the 37-yard line. Again, 14th time these two teams have met in recorded history, back to 1994. Forest City has only won 2 of those 13 that have been played. New Hampton have won the other 11. Forest City's wins come in 2011 and 2020. This is the 6th time these two teams have played here in New Hampton. 8 times they've played in Forest City. And first time these two teams have played in New Hampton since 2019. Both in 2020 and 2021 were played in Forest City. 5 wide for the Indians to start off here in this drive. Dillevue will be back to pass, and it's short for the intended receiver. Jackson Archer was the intended receiver for Forest City at about the 42-yard line. But it falls incomplete. 2nd down and 10 for Forest City upcoming. 10:35 to play here in this 4th quarter, with New Hampton leading the Indians of Forest City 28-18. On a brisk, chilly night here in New Hampton, Iowa. 3 receivers split to the right, 1 receiver left. That's Robe Berry here on the near side. Here's the snap to Dillevue. Dillevue looking to throw. He's looking for Berry. He's got his man downfield, and Berry makes the catch inside the 30-yard line. That's a catch for Robe Berry. Absolutely a catch at the 28-yard line, no doubt about it. Robe Berry had that ball the whole way at the 28-yard line. 1st down and 10 Indians. He had his man beat. The throw was a bit under, but Berry is able to make the catch at the 28. 1st down and 10 Forest City inside New Hampton territory. Huge gain for the Indians, as Berry pulls that one down at the 28-yard line. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver left in the backfield. The Indians have Dillevue in the gun with Clausen. They're going to hand it off to Clausen, looking for some running room. Tangy was quickly there. Good play by Tangy. Now there's a penalty marker on the field late. A penalty marker comes in as the play was ending. Tangy makes the stop for New Hampton. Howe was there as well. Face mask on the Chickasaws. Give the Indians some more yardage. So 15 extra on to the end of the run for a face mask on New Hampton. And that'll bring Forest City inside the 20 and near the 15-yard line. At the 20 is where it's spotted. So spotted at the 20-yard line, 2nd down for Forest City. 1 receiver right, Robe Berry. 2 receivers, Archer here on the near side, and Thorson for the Indians. Handoff. I believe that was Clausen for the Indians. Who was running that for Forest City? It was Clausen on the carry for the Indians. 1st down. So Clausen gets the 1st down for Forest City inside the 18-yard line. 1st down and 10 Indians. They trail by 10, 28-18. 9:35 to play in this contest. Indians need to score twice. 18-yard line, 1st down and 10 Forest City. 2 receivers right, 1 receiver left. Dillevue in the gun with Clausen. Dillevue is going to look to throw. Dillevue still has the football. Now he's going to throw it to the end zone. And we've got another flag that comes in late. So a penalty marker comes in late here on the far side. The pass was incomplete as it was thrown through the back of the end zone. And it's going to be against the Indians. It looks like they're talking to the New Hampton coaches. Going to be against Forest City, though. No initial indication of what the call is. Forest City have a man downfield. Could be an illegal man downfield. It is. Legal man downfield, that's almost what it had to be for Forest City where the penalty marker was thrown. So legal man downfield against the Indians. 9:09 to play here in the 4th quarter. 28-18. New Hampton leads by 10. We mentioned that there's some good games going on still in the district. Let's take a look at that GHV Osage game. That game has been opened up now. It's 32-10. Osage now 33-10. Osage in the lead. That was a 3-point game a little while ago. 4 wide for the Indians. Dillevue will throw. Dillevue looking for the end zone. 2 more. It is intercepted. Intercepted in the back of the end zone. Is that McShane? It was Braden McShane who reached over Kellen Moore and intercepted it in the back of the end zone. One-on-one there with Moore and McShane, and that was a spectacular catch by McShane for the interception. That was just an athletic play by the junior. That ball probably should have been either caught by the Indians or incomplete, but McShane made a spectacular interception. Most defenders probably only be able to get a hand, maybe bat that one away at most. But McShane makes a spectacular interception. It's a touchback, and New Hampton has first down and 10 from the 20-yard line. 28-18. New Hampton gets the football back, and they're a team that can salt away this clock, and Forest City's going to need a quick stop. One man in motion in the offense. They're going to hand it off to McShane left side. He's loose. Brought down by Clausen near the 30. It's going to be near a first down, maybe a gain of 9 for McShane off left guard. Clausen makes the stop for the Indians at the 29. So a gain of 9 yards on first down to the 29-yard line. 8:42 to play in the fourth quarter. Brought to you by A&W Family Restaurants in Forest City. And Forest City and New Hampton here coming down to the wire. 28-18 Chickasaws lead here in the fourth. New Hampton from the I formation. They're going to go up the middle to the fullback. And we'll have enough for the first down across the 30 to about the 31. Clock will stop, of course, to move the chains. Won't stop for long, though. Up to the 31-yard line, so it's a first down and 10, New Hampton to the 31. First down and 10, Chickasaws from the Forest City 31-yard line. 8 minutes now to play on the clock. Forest City will have all 3 of their timeouts from the I formation. Spiltz will hand it off to McShane. McShane running right side, looking for running room. McShane will have some, and he'll be brought down by Archer. Jackson Archer gets off a block and makes the tackle for the Indians. And it's going to be enough for a first down across the 40 to the 42. So enough for the first down across the 41 to the 42-yard line. First down and 10, Chickasaws. The clock stops momentarily for the change to move, but McShane did not get out of bounds, so the clock will continue to run once the chains are moved. 28-18 the lead for the Chickasaws. 7:25 to play here in the fourth quarter. First down and 10, New Hampton from their 41-yard line. And they will hand the football off to McShane up the middle, and he'll get across the 45 to the 46-yard line, brought down by Kellen Moore, and who else is there? Sam Clausen and Moore on the stop for Forest City at the 45. So second down and 7 from the 45-yard line. A gain of 3 on first down for McShane and the Chickasaws. Big game here for New Hampton, trying to keep themselves towards the top half of the district. They want to earn a home playoff game in the first round, and a loss here to Forest City could be detrimental in that case, as they will hand off to McShane left side looking for running room. He's loose. McShane, it's coming back, though. There's a flag. McShane is loose inside Forest City territory of the 30, 25, 20, but it's coming back. Holding is going to be called against the Chickasaws at the 45-yard line, so that's going to put it all the way back to about the 35. So holding on the Chickasaws is now officially marked, though the official threw the flag in the middle of the 45 and the 46. Let's make it easy on ourselves and put it at the 45 or the 46, sir. I think they're going to mark it from the 45-yard line, which helps Forest City, puts it further back because it's from the spot of the foul. So it'll go from the 45 to the 35. Yep, from the 45 to the 35 will be second down and about 17, second down and about 17 upcoming here for New Hampton. From the 35-yard line with 6:23 to play in the fourth quarter, 28-18 is the lead. 35-yard line is where New Hampton will set up from. Forest City has got to have a stop. This is what helps the Indians right here, as it's got a long ways for a first down. Need a stop and a score. I formation. They're going to hand it off to McShane, right side. McShane's got some running room. Ruge is there. Can he make a stop? Woogie and Kellen Moore make a stop for the Indians at the 35. Though how the ball carrier will be brought down inside the field of play, so the clock will continue to move. And Howell will get it out to the 36-yard line, so a gain of 1, second down, third down and 16 coming from the 36-yard line. Third down and 16 from the 36. 5:40 to play in the A&W Forest City fourth quarter. 28-18, New Hampton leads by 10. The Indians need to stop. They can get one right here. Deep inside territory, I would assume New Hampton punts from here, if the Indians can get a stop. Howe in the backfield. Two are in the gun. They're going to hand it off to Howe, and Howe is going to be stopped short of the 40. So Howe carries it short of the 40-yard line as he's brought down. And it's Colby Krutzinger with the stop for Forest City, so it's fourth down and about 12 upcoming for New Hampton. Give them a gain of 4, fourth down and 12. Forest City will get the football back. The Indians are going to need a score, and they got to score quickly. They're going to get the ball with about 4 minutes to play. So it'll be about 4 minutes to play when Forest City gets the football. 4:40 on the clock right now. And by the time the play develops and the Indians get their offense out, we'll be about at 4 minutes, 5 seconds on the play clock. And the punt, no, it's a penalty. We got a penalty marker on the field. It's encroachment against the Indians. So Forest City is going to put themselves 5 yards further back, as New Hampton will get a punt from 5 yards closer, as it's encroachment on the Indians. And now New Hampton will be able to run the clock way under 4 minutes now. Forest City is going to lose a lot of time there. They were going to punt it with about 43 seconds, 4 minutes and 30-some seconds left. Instead, now the play clock resets. They can burn another 40 seconds off the clock. A huge penalty there for the Indians. And now it's going to be nearly inside 3 minutes before Forest City gets the football back. So the Indians are going to lose almost a minute of game clock there with that penalty. Here is the kick. Going to be taken by Kellen Moore at the 26-yard line. Moore looking for some running room, and he's going to go out of bounds. So Kellen Moore out of bounds. And it'll be 3:25 is when Forest City's offense come back on the field. So the Indians' offense is back on the field with 3:25 to play here in the fourth quarter, trailing by 10, 28-18. So the Indians need 2 scores in 3:25. And the Indians will see what Forest City has up their sleeve. 3:25 to play here in the fourth quarter. Here comes the Indians offense led by sophomore Ty Dillevue. 41% accuracy on the season for Dillevue. He has helped the Indians march 173 yards of offense so far in this game. 3 receivers right, 1 receiver left. Here's the snap to Dillevue. Dillevue looking to throw. He'll throw. Caught by Robe Berry, but a short gain to the right side of maybe 4. Short of the 45-yard line at about the 43, so a gain of about 3 or 4 for Forest City on first down. Give him 3, second down and 7 upcoming from the 33-yard line. So a gain of 4, for Forest City. 2 receivers here to the near side, 1 receiver to the right. Forest City does have 3 timeouts. Here's the snap to Dillevue. He rolls out. Dillevue looking to throw. Dillevue will throw on the run, and it's dropped. Dillevue threw it. It was right to Jack Thompson, and Thompson drops it at the 45-yard line. Good throw there by Dillevue, just in and out of the hands of the junior at the 45, and it's now third down and a long 6 upcoming here for Forest City with 2:46 to play in the fourth quarter. As the Indians trying to keep this game alive. They need a touchdown. Trying to beat New Hampton in the regular season here at New Hampton for the first time ever. 2 receivers right, 3 receivers left. Dillevue looking to throw. Dillevue looking deep down the sidelines to Feldman. It's caught by and then it's dropped. It was caught by, it looked like it was caught and then dropped. There is a penalty marker on the field, which very well could be defensive pass interference. So it's going to be, looks like it's going to be pass interference against New Hampton. Forest City would have much rather taken the gain, but it was dropped by Feldman at about the 32-yard line. Of course, the New Hampton defense or the New Hampton coaching staff not too excited about that. And the Indians, does Forest City, did he complete the catch? That's what maybe Forest City is asking. Did he complete the catch? Did Forest City, did he complete the catch? Pass interference on New Hampton. They talked about it. And it's going to be, oh, he did. I think they caught it. They called the completed catch. They called the completed catch. The ball then was dropped by Feldman out of bounds. I'm not sure. So they called Feldman with a catch there, and then the ball gets dropped and out of bounds. Forest City's got it. First down and 10 from the 31-yard line. Folks, this is the football game. 2:40 to play here in the fourth quarter, and timeout is on the field. Timeout called by New Hampton, and Forest City will have a chance to talk this one over. 2:40 to play. We'll take a break as well. We come back in 1 minute.
Bar and Grill supports Forest City High School athletics. In a hurry for lunch? No time to cook before the game? Call 585-5000 to place your order for pickup. Shooters will be happy to get your order ready in advance. Shooter Sports Bar and Grill supports the Forest City Indians. Custom Paint and Collision of Forest City. Corey and his staff have nearly 50 years of body shop experience and can fix just about anything on the road. They give free estimates and also carry car batteries and windshield wipers. Located on Highway 69 just south of Forest City, it's Custom Paint and Collision, your body shop.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at K.
Welcome back here on KIOW. 2 receivers right, 3 receivers left. Forest City will throw empty backfield. Dillevue across the middle. Caught by Roby Berry at the 25, 20, 15. Roby inside the 10. Roby makes a man miss inside the 5, and Roby Berry has got the Indians inside the 5-yard line. Forest City still got to go. 2:30 to play in the fourth quarter. Forest City trails by 10, but they're knocking on the door to try to punch this one in. Roby Berry makes a big play for Forest City. Inside the 10-yard line at the 6 is where he's going to go down, and I believe Robe slipped. He might have been able to get to the end zone. Forest City still got a score, though. The Indians still have all 3 of their timeouts with 2:31 to play in the fourth quarter. 5 wide. Dillevue will throw. Dillevue scanning. Dillevue still looking. He'll throw to the end zone. It's short and incomplete. So Forest City will have 3 more plays from the 6-yard line to try to score. Trailing by 10, 28-18. With 2:24 to play here in this fourth quarter, brought to you by A&W Family Restaurants in Forest City. So the Indians will have 3 plays. They're trying to get into the end zone, and then from there, Forest City's going to figure out how to get the football back and score again, but you got to score first. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Dillevue will take the snap. Dillevue looking to throw. Now Dillevue will run. And Dillevue is going to be knocked out of bounds. As Dillevue had a scramble, and the Indians may have lost one there. So Dillevue will get out of bounds with 2:18 to play here in the fourth quarter. Forest City, 2 more plays. They've got to get into the end zone. There's no more first downs. They've got to score, and Dillevue did get back to the line of scrimmage, so it's still 3rd down and about 6. 3rd down and 6 from the 6. 2 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Dillevue takes the snap. Dillevue looking to throw. Dillevue towards the end zone, and it is incomplete. Intended for Thompson, and it's 4th down. Forest City will have 1 more play to try to get this into the end zone. They got to go 6 yards. That one was incomplete, intended either for Thompson or Feldman. Both of them were in the area. It was short to Thompson, long to Feldman. 2:14 to play in the fourth quarter. Forest City trails by 10. And timeout is called by the Indians. Timeout Forest City, 28-18, 2:14 to play here in the fourth quarter. We'll come back in 1 minute.
Of 9 and 69 in Forest City wishes good luck to our local athletes. We look forward to seeing you compete. When you need a vehicle, see us at Forest City Ford, where customers really do send their friends.
Grow Electric in Lake Mills is proud to support area athletics and proud to serve our new and returning customers. To get started on any electrical project, big or small, call 641-592-8282. Good luck, athletes, from Grow Electric in Lake Mills.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. Fourth quarter action as we have 2:14 to play. It's 28-18. Forest City has fourth down and 6 from the 6-yard line. Inside New Hampton territory on the south end of the field. Well, the field doesn't exactly sit straight north and south. It sits more, this is the southeast. It sits more northwest, southeast. Not directly straight. So the Indians must score here on fourth down and 6. 3 receivers right, 2 receivers left. Dillevue takes the snap. Dillevue looking to throw. He's under pressure. Dillevue throws towards the end zone, and it's incomplete. Dillevue thrown to the end zone. Now a flag comes out. A late flag comes out on New Hampton. It's on the Chickasaws. A late flag comes out. Initial indication is against New Hampton. Forest City is going to have first down. I believe it's going to be holding against New Hampton. And the Indians are going to get the football, and they're going to get another chance here with 2:09 to play. So it's going to be holding against New Hampton, and it'll be a first down Forest City. So the Indians will get half a distance inside the 5 to the 4. So first down and 10 Forest, or pardon me. No, it should be, I think it's fourth down. It remains fourth down. I don't think it's is it automatic first? It's just holding. It's just holding. It's replay of down. Half a distance replay.
Okay, I got to call timeout. There's no way. Not a fourth down. Timeout.
So it's fourth down.
I thought we got a first down.
So the Indians will call a timeout here as it will stay fourth down. Fourth down. So they got holding, so it's half a distance to the goal. It wasn't pass interference. It wasn't a first down. Holding called against the Chickasaws. 2:09. We'll take 30 seconds, come back. Welcome back here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. From the 4-yard line, it'll be fourth down and 4 for Forest City. So they got half a distance, which is 2 yards. They got two and a half yards technically. And so it's another fourth down opportunity for the Indians. No first down, but they get another chance here on fourth down. This is the game. 2:09 to play here in the fourth quarter. Dillevue takes the snap. Dillevue will roll out, rolling towards the end zone. The pass is caught, but he's short. The pass is caught, but he's down at the 1-yard line. Turnover on downs. It was to Robe Berry. He makes the catch, but he falls down at the 1-yard line. And New Hampton will get it on first down from the 1-yard line. Not completely over. Forest City can try to get a safety here. If the Indians get a safety, still got an opportunity. And New Hampton will get it in. It's actually at the 2-yard line, so he was 2 yards short. 2:03 to play here in the fourth quarter. Now Forest City has got to try to get themselves a safety. Trailing by 10 with 2:03 to play here in the fourth quarter. That's the Indians' hope at this point. Under center I formation, they're going to hand it off to up the middle McShane. He gets a couple to about the 4-yard line. at the 4, 147 to play here in the fourth quarter, 28-18. As New Hampton going to try to run this clock as much as they can. 28-18, New Hampton leads with 1:32 to play here in the fourth quarter. New Hampton from the I formation, tight formation. Spiltz under center. He'll hand it off McShane. Forest City will hit him immediately, but he's going to get a yard to the 5. So a yard to the 5-yard line. Timeout is called. The final one by Forest City with 1:14 to play in the fourth quarter. Timeout, Indians. Will come back in 1 minute. Welcome back here on KIOW. 1:14 to play in the fourth quarter, 28-18, as New Hampton trying to hang on here against Forest City. But the Indians trying to get a stop here on third down. Forest City cannot stop the clock as they have exhausted their timeouts. New Hampton, though, Forest City can try to, force a fumble. Spiltz under center. They're going to hand it off to McShane. He's got the first down yardage and more. McShane is loose, and he is running still on his feet across the 25, across the 30, 35 to the 40. He's going to be brought down at the 40-yard line. McShane will go for about 36 on third down. Clausen makes a stop at the 40, and now New Hampton can kneel it down and defeat Forest City tonight. Right now, 28-18, and that will be our final score as the Chickasaws will be able to kneel the football down here with 1:02. New Hampton is going to hang on tonight to beat Forest City, the number 9 team in Class 2A. A big game for the Chickasaws when it comes to seeding inside the district, and they are going to hang on to beat Forest City. A huge win for New Hampton, trying to stay in that top 2, trying to get themselves the home playoff game. As they will take the snap, they will kneel it down, and that should be the final snap. It will be the final snap. So 36 seconds left on the game clock, but that's going to be the final snap of the game as New Hampton will not have to snap it again. 30 on the game clock, 32 on the play clock. Final score from New Hampton. It's New Hampton Chickasaws 28, Forest City 18. The post-game show brought to you by County Line Seeds. Guys, you're out in the fields right now. If you're not seeing what you like, give the guys at County Line Seeds a call today. County Line Seeds will sponsor today's post-game show, and we'll have that post-game show for you in about 3 minutes on KIOW.
Jake Young and myself, Matt Keel, are your premier and local DeKalb, Asgrow, AgriGold, and NK dealer in Forest City. With a combined over 30 years of seed experience, we're setting a new trend in agriculture at County Line. Call today at 641-581-3300 or visit us off the Airport Blacktop in Forest City.
Ready to sell your home? First Choice Realty is here for you. There are more homes needed to meet the demand of our pre-qualified buyers. Contact Bethany Ferris, Mary Ferris, Barb Rockow, or Teresa Combs at 641-585-2404. First Choice Realty of Forest City.
The 3M Distribution Center of Forest City. The team at 3M wishes our area athletes good luck and good health this season. Like any good team, working together brings out great results on the field or in the warehouse. The 3M Distribution Center of Forest City.
NSB Bank wishes the Indians good luck for the latest financial products and services with a community touch by local decision makers. Stop into your NSB branch location in Titonka, Forest City, Thompson, Mason City, or Northwood. NSB Bank, we're here for you.
Member FDIC, equal housing lender.
Check out McCluskey Appliances' wide selection of appliances, brands like Maytag, Whirlpool, KitchenAid, Amana, and Jennier. In stock, plenty of choices, and quick delivery is our goal. McCluskey Appliance in Mason City or Garner. Experience, customer service, and making new relationships is what we're all about. Stop in and see us, follow us on Facebook, or connect with us at McCluskeyAppliance.com.
MBT Investments of Forest City. Whether it's servicing your 401k, saving for your child's education, or investing for the future. See Matt Jennings or Troy Hall at MBT Investments. Call 585-IRAs. MBT Investments, your partner for your financial journey. Securities and advisory services are offered through LPL Financial, a registered investment advisor and broker-dealer member FINRA/SIPC. Insurance products are offered through LPL or its licensed affiliates. Securities and insurance offered through LPL or its affiliates are not insured by FDIC or any government agency, not bank guaranteed, not bank deposits or obligations, may lose value.
NIAC is proud to help support North Iowa athletes. Working hard and being part of a team is a great way to learn lessons for life, and learning is what NIAC is all about, beginning with high school juniors and seniors who can start building college credits now for free. Learn more at niac.edu.
Forest City Auto is your Napa Auto Care Center where we work on all types of vehicles and guarantee our work with a 2-year part and labor warranty. With free pickup and delivery, we're the place to call. And if you don't talk to Cheyenne or Lorena, you've called the wrong place. Forest City Auto.
Hy-Vee in Forest City is a proud supporter of the Forest City Indians. Stop in to check out their pharmacy. It's built for you. No waiting in lines for the pharmacy. The pharmacy will be waiting for you. Hy-Vee is your full-service, employee-owned grocery store here in Forest City. Go Indians from Hy-Vee. Malin Egg Service of Forest City is a proud supporter of Forest City High School athletics. Nate Malin is with you from the word go. From planting to harvest, you can count on Nate. Contact him today in Forest City at 641-860-1712. Nate will help you put the right seed on your acres. 641-860-1712. After serving the Forest City community for over 50 years, Wilson Dental is now expanding to serve you better. We look forward to seeing you at our Forest City and our Garner location. Wilson Dental, where your smile is our reward.
You're listening to Forest City Indian Sports on Mix 107.3 KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW, live at KIOW.com. A disappointing end to a good football game as the number 9 team in Class 2A, New Hampton, holds on to beat Forest City 28-18. Our post-game show today brought to you by County Line Seeds. County Line Seeds located off the airport blacktop in Forest City. As the good guys over there, Jake, Matt, or Chuck, call them today at 641-581-3300, and we'll have the post-game show for you in 30 seconds.
MBT Bank, with 10 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota. A full-service community bank with checking and savings accounts, CDs, lending, and trust services. Where will you go with MBT? MBTBank.bank, member FDIC.
Miller Pharmacy has complete prescription services. Free delivery in town, by mail, along with curbside pickup located at the Mercy One Clinic in Forest City. Miller Pharmacy is also open Saturday mornings and gladly accepts Visa, MasterCard, and Discover. Call ahead and your script refill will be ready for you. No need to wait. Miller Pharmacy of Forest City.
You're listening to Indian Sports on KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here on KIOW, live at KIOW.com as our County Line post-game show today. Forest City falls to the New Hampton Chickasaws. 28-18 is the final score. And Forest City trying to put themselves on the map here when it comes to the district. But the Indians fall for a 12th time against the Chickasaws all-time. 14th game all-time between these two teams. Forest City falling now to 2-12 against New Hampton as the Indians have lost their 6th straight game here in New Hampton. Of the 14 games now completed, 6 times the two teams have played in New Hampton. Forest City is 0-5, and 8 times they have played in Forest City. The Indians are 2-6. Scoring margin quite bad when it comes to this series. New Hampton has outscored Forest City coming into tonight to 349 to 96, but that was not the case tonight. Forest City right there with New Hampton all game long. The Indians led at halftime, and Forest City coach Chad Moore down there talking with his team right now, trying to, let them know that, hey, this is a good football team that Forest City played with the entire game. And the Indians just, I think at the end of the day, Forest City at times, I won't say the entire game they outplayed New Hampton, but I would say a good majority of this game, Forest City was the better football team. Forest City just a couple of crucial errors. They threw an interception in the end zone. They came 1 yard short of having a chance to try to win the game. And then you look at it, here's the thing. It did come into play. I had it queued up. We were going to talk about it. If Forest City were to score, I was going to mention it. But, I'm going to bring it up anyway. Forest City, the Indians have to be better when it comes to extra points, whether it's making a PAT or making a 2-point conversion. Forest City scored 3 times tonight, missed a PAT, missed 2 2-point conversions. That's 5 points. So think about it this way. If Forest City would have got into the end zone there in that last drive, it was a 10-point game at that point. Instead of it being a 10-point game, it should have been a 5-point game at that point, because Forest City loses 5 points on extra points. So instead of being 28 to 18, it should have been 28 to 23, a 5-point game. Then Forest City is a score away from winning this football game. So the Indians, a lot of what ifs there, but that's what I'm talking about when it comes to extra points. If Forest City, that would have been the game winning. That could have been the game winning touchdown instead of a touchdown to keep Forest City in the game. So just some minor things for Forest City that they will need to clean up moving forward. But still, a valiant effort tonight against a top 10 team in Class 2A, New Hampton, as Forest City falls by a final score of 28 to 18. Let's take a look at our scoring plays. Forest City started the scoring off at the 5:21 mark in the first quarter as Ty Dillevue passed to Kellen Moore. 6-0 Indians lead. That was a 31-yard touchdown pass there. In the second quarter, New Hampton, right the next drive, New Hampton drives the field. They score to make it 8-6. They made their two-point conversion to take a 2-point lead at that point. Forest City then takes the next kickoff 80 yards for a touchdown, and the Indians retake the lead again. So New Hampton had the lead for all of of actual game time, 14 seconds. So New Hampton had the lead for 14 seconds of game time, a little over a couple of minutes in actual time, but Jack Thompson able to get Forest City back out in front 12-8. Later on in the second quarter, it was more New Hampton as they finally took the lead and held it for a little bit as Speltz goes 1 yard in on the quarterback sneak. New Hampton again good on their 2-point conversion. No, pardon me, they missed this 2-point conversion to make it 14-12 at that point. Forest City Ty Dillevue then threw his second touchdown of the game as Dillevue came in with 3 touchdowns on the year, first multi-touchdown game there is Dillevue able to add 2 more, now 5 touchdowns on the season for Ty Dillevue. 18-14, Forest City then leads this game at that point. We go to the third quarter. McShane and New Hampton rumble into the end zone from 7 yards out to make it 22-18. And then in the fourth quarter, again, New Hampton gets a touchdown from McShane. 28 yards on the touchdown from McShane. 28-18 is the final score. Forest City falling to the New Hampton Chickasaws tonight here in New Hampton. Again, Forest City losing to the Chickasaws by a final score of 28-18. We'll come back here in 2 minutes. We'll have some individual stats. We'll have our MBT Bank player of the game and more from the County Line Seeds post-game show coming your way in 2 minutes.
FCIS Insurance is proud to support our local athletes throughout the year. Let FCIS be your partner, not just your agent, helping you with all your insurance needs. With multiple carriers, we can get you the best coverage for the best price. Call us today at 800-331-1520. Good luck, Indians, from FCIS Insurance.
Top Dead Center Truck Equipment in Forest City. Top Dead Center is a full-line Western dealer with blades and snow control equipment. They also carry truck accessories of all kinds, fifth wheel hitches, LED lights, and more. Call 641-512-5529. Top Dead Center Truck Equipment in Forest City.
WCTA is committed to providing local phone service, high-speed internet, and the most reliable digital TV. They proudly support local schools, events, and charities. Their employees are your friends and neighbors who live and work in your community. WCTA is your local telecommunications cooperative.
Kingland Construction Services is a proud supporter of trades-based education programs like apprenticeships, the Building Trades Academy at the John V. Hanson Career Center, and internships through NIAC. These programs also have debt-free options available. Find out more by calling Kingland Construction Services at 641-585-0101. A&W Restaurant in Forest City. A&W has delicious burgers, cheese curds, onion rings, chicken tenders, and more available daily from 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. Finish your meal with a tasty root beer float, shake, polar swirl, or soft serve ice cream. A&W, where the food is as good as the root beer. Highway 69 North in Forest City.
MBT Bank, with 10 locations across northern Iowa and southern Minnesota. A full-service community bank with checking and savings accounts, CDs, lending, and trust services. Where will you go with MBT? MBTBank.bank, member FDIC.
You're listening to Forest City Indian Sports on Mix 107.3 KIOW and online at KIOW.com.
Welcome back here to New Hampton. Our County Line Seeds post-game show continues as Forest City falls to the Chickasaws tonight by a final score of 28-18. Thanks for joining us here on KIOW and live at KIOW.com. For Forest City, the Indians run 44 plays tonight for 239 yards of total offense. The Indians have the football for 12 minutes and 37 seconds offensively. We got dominated on time of possession. New Hampton 35 minutes 23 seconds there with the football, so well over 18 minutes more than Forest City. The Indians ran the ball 13 times for 27 yards. They threw the ball 31 times, completed 13 of them for 212 yards. Forest City threw 2 touchdowns through the air, had an interception. One and only turnover of this game there by Forest City. The Indians had 11 first downs, 2 of them on the ground, 8 of them through the air, 1 of them be a penalty. The Indians were 4 of 9, 44% on third down. They were 0 of 2 on fourth down. Forest City, very well penalty-wise, just 2 penalties for 10 yards. They punted 3 times for a 28.3-yard average. For New Hampton, the Chickasaws ran 73 offensive plays for 334 yards of total offense, had the ball for 35 minutes and 23 seconds. They ran 61 times for 278 yards. They threw the ball 12 times, completed 50% of them 6 for 56 yards. There on the night through the air for the Chickasaws. Did have a fumble, turnover there for New Hampton. Had a fumble, it was not lost. First downs, 24 for New Hampton. They had 20 of them on the ground, 4 of them through the air. They were 9 of 15, much better for Forest City in the second half on third down conversions, are forcing New Hampton out of those third down conversions. Also on fourth down, New Hampton was 2 of 2 on fourth down in the first half. They were 0 for 2 on fourth down in the second half. We talked about that was one of the keys for Forest City to try to win this game. The Indians did it still, were unable to come up with the victory, but 9 of 15, 2 of 4 better in the second half for the Indians. Penalties, 6 for 55 yards. Penalties hurt New Hampton in this game. They had that roughing the passer, that was automatic first down, 15. That holding that gave the Indians another chance on the fourth down. Another holding that brought back a long run of McShane. So it's only going to be credited for 55 yards of penalty yardage, but you take back all the penalties that they brought back, and you're talking 80, 90 yards of penalties tonight for New Hampton. 3 punts for a 31.3-yard average on the night for the Chickasaws. On the ground, Andy Olson had 7 rushes for 24 yards. Clausen had 5 rushes for 3 yards. Kellen Moore had 5 receptions for 84 yards and 2 touchdowns. Robe Berry, 5 receptions for 69 yards tonight. Vinton Feldman, 2 receptions for 45 yards. Jackson Archer, 1 reception for 14. Kellen Moore, who is putting up all-state numbers again tonight, 16.5 tackles, 10 solo. Lucas Kearney tonight had 10.5 tackles, 4 solo. Clausen had 7. Brandsoy had 6, 4.5 for Krutzinger, 3.5 for Woogie, 3 for Andy Olson, 3 for Brock Good, 2 for Ryan Bailey, 2 for Jeremiah Taglin, 2 for Jackson Archer, 1.5 for Vinton Feldman, 1 for Thompson, 1 for Thorson, and 0.5 for Donchie Anderson and Seidel tonight for Forest City. Krutzinger's 3 punts were a 28-yard average. Kellen Moore had 2 punt returns for 22 yards and 11-yard average. Jack Thompson, another stellar night kick returner, one of the most electric kick returners in the state, had 2 kick returns for 97 yards, including an 80-yard touchdown for Thompson that gave the Indians back the lead in the second quarter. Kellen Moore had 1 for 8 yards and 1 for Tristan Brandsoy on one of those short kicks there for New Hampton. Stats on the side of the Chickasaws. Speltz was 6 of 11 for 56 yards through the air. McShane ran 47 times tonight, 47 rushes for 256, a 5.5-yard average. Again, Forest City held McShane way under his average. He came in nearly 8 yards per carry. The Indians hold him at 5.5. That's a pretty good night. 2 touchdowns for McShane. Howell had 7 carries for 13 yards. Speltz had 4 carries for 7. Tangy had 1 carry for 2 yards and a touchdown for the Chickasaws. There was also a carry tonight for Siri. He got that little end-around play that Kellen Moore stiffed out perfectly. They ran that play once. They ran it for a touchdown against Osage. They ran the play once tonight against Forest City because the Indians were hard on the film. They studied it. They knew it was there. Kellen Moore made a great play. Again, we talk about that other play. Forest City got lucky on that halfback pass, but again, just those extra plays at New Hampton. That's how New Hampton spends their offense down the field. They're going to run at you, and just when they think they've gone into West Hancock mode and they're just going to keep beating you in the ground, then they're going to pull out a halfback pass or an end around, or they're going to fire one down the sideline. They run one of those plays. Forest City did good with those explosive plays tonight. Really didn't let New Hampton too far out of the shell when it comes to those explosive plays. Braden McShane had 3 receptions for 32 yards, a 10.5-yard average. Siri had 1 reception for 10. Also had that somewhat wild 2-point conversion catch as well. Stanlegi had 1 for 7, and Roberson had 1 for 7 as well. Tangy had 5 for 5 tackles, 3 solo. Howell had 4.5 tackles, 2 solo. He also had a tackle and a half for a loss. Braden McShane had that impressive interception along with 3.5 tackles, 2 solo. Siri had 3.5, 3 solo. McCumber had 2.5 and a solo. Stanlegi had 2 tackles, 2 solo. Gilbert had 2, both were solos. Also on the night for the New Hampton Chickasaws, Stanlegi had 3 punts for 94 yards, a 31.3-yard average. Gilbert had 1 punt return for 12 yards. And on the kick returns, Knowlton had 2 for 24. Siri had 1 for 21, and McShane had 1 for 3 on the evening. That brings us to our NBT Bank Player of the Game. Tonight's Player of the Game, NBT Bank, has 10 North Iowa and Southern Minnesota locations to serve you. Checkings, loans, savings, and more. NBT Bank is your bank. See them online at nbtbank.com. NBT Bank has our tonight's Player of the Game, and it's got to go to Jack Thompson. Jack was not the Player of the Game when he had his 96-yard touchdown return, kickoff return for a touchdown due to just an impressive night that night. But tonight, Jack Thompson is the NBT Bank Player of the Game because that kickoff return was not only impressive for Thompson, but it also gave Forest City the lead and really what the spark that the Indians needed. As good as the Forest City offense was, the Forest City offense was not good enough tonight against New Hampton, and that kickoff return sparked Forest City and kept them in this game longer and gave Forest City a chance to win. So that is our NBT Bank Player of the Game, Jack Thompson, the junior for Forest City. NBT Bank has 10 North Iowa and Southern Minnesota locations to serve you. Checkings, loans, savings, and more. NBT Bank is your bank. See them online at nbtbank.com. Forest City falls to the number 9 team in Class 2A tonight, New Hampton. The scoreboard show comes your way in about 24 minutes here on KIOW. We will not get you all the way there, but we will have the Iowa High School scoreboard show from 10 to 11:30 tonight. The guys in LVL are all lined up and ready to go. They will give you all of the scores from Class 8 player all the way up to Class 5A. They'll do it a few times, and everything you need to know about high school football is on KIOW tonight from 10 to 11. 7:30 in about 23 minutes or so from now. Our post-game show today was brought to you by our good friends at County Line Seeds. Hey, they're out in the field with you right now. Not liking what you're seeing, give them a call today. Jake, Matt, or Chuck. 641-581-3300, or visit them in the industrial park on the south side of Forest City. Again, their number 641-581-3300. They're also very active on Facebook with what they're doing. So go follow County Line Seeds on Facebook, and you can follow what they're doing. They're out and about helping out farmers and doing a great job. County Line Seeds is the sponsor of today's post-game show, and we really appreciate everything that they do. We've got more football coming your way tomorrow here on KIOW and the KIOW networks. I know we had 4 games for you tonight. It does not stop tomorrow as Waldorf is in North Dakota. They actually stopped at NDSU, the multi-time national champion Bison, letting the Waldorf Warriors practice at their facility today, and then Waldorf is heading to Mayville State to take on the Mayville State Comets tomorrow. 12:45 pregame show on KHAM with a 1 p.m. kickoff between Mayville State and Waldorf tomorrow we'll have that game for you on B103 KHAM 1245. Iowa State is on the air at 4:30 tomorrow here on KIOW. Their kickoff is set for 6:35 in Jack Trice Stadium with Kansas State. I just saw on Twitter that Iowa State wearing the all blacks tomorrow. Looks like black, and black for the Iowa State Cyclones. So if you can't make it at Jack Trice Stadium tomorrow night for Iowa State and Kansas State, you can listen right here on North Iowa's home for the Iowa State Cyclones. That is KIOW. Want to thank everybody that made this broadcast possible. Of course, all of our great sponsors. If you heard a sponsor on tonight's broadcast, go out, patronize those businesses, and tell them that you appreciate their support of Forest City Indian High School athletics. We cannot be here without each and every single one of them. We really do appreciate all of them. So go out, patronize those businesses, and tell them that you are thankful that they are a sponsor of Forest City Indian High School athletics. Disappointed that you couldn't watch the game tonight. Of course, you can give the school here in New Hampton a call and let them know. We do want to also say a big thank you back to our studio engineer tonight. That is John Lentz. We appreciate John Lentz and everything he does back he's our studio engineer. Jeremiah was on camera. Unfortunately, you were not able to see it, but did film tonight for the Forest City football team that they'll be able to study and get set for their matchup next week against the Garner-Hayfield Ventura Cardinals. The Indians will end the regular season against GHE. Forest City will have the option to play a Week 9 game. Of course, Forest City has now been eliminated from the postseason, but they will have an option to play a Week 9 game on that 22nd, the next Friday after the 14th. So I'm sure the Indians will take advantage of that, but we will check and see who and where. Last year went to Okoboji to close out the year. We'll see what the Indians decide to do this year, but they will hopefully find their first district win. This district cycle, Forest City is winless in the district here in this district cycle. Over the last 2 years, Forest City will try to make that change next week when they host their big rivals of Garner-Hayfield Ventura. 7 o'clock kickoff for the final regular season game of the year. I'll have that for you at 6:30 from Forest City High School. We hope you can come out and join us. Again, thanks to everybody that made this all possible. Forest City falls to number 9 in Class 2A New Hampton tonight, 28-18. From New Hampton, I'm Zerna Gastel saying good night, everybody.